listen to what I need. Put a picture so I can see. February can't chase the days away. Yeah, I would. Why listen to what they say? Save yourself for another day. This one's coming, it's gone to the wind again. Yeah, again. Again. Just listen and make amends. You've been down for as long as you've ever been. This way's up, but you're down again. It's just like you to pull off what you thought you couldn't think today. The lost stranger, the wonder familiar face. Broken hearts made of pieces that shake. I've had one too many of them. So now we just like snow castle, oh, we drift to the edge. Just like snow castle, oh, we drift to the edge. Just like snow castle, oh, we drift to the edge. Just like snow castle, oh, we drift to the
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right.
You're all I've got. You're all I want. You're all I've got. You're all I want. Back in the day, complications never wore my patience. I was always ready to play, play, play. Why face the day in the sunshine in LA? We hit the beach and rode the waves. I lost my balance, I was faded, faded. I was trapped and wrapped up in a scene that was never really me. Plastic lights and starry eyes, and all the freaks were left outside. So I'd look in and wonder why. Where was mine? I couldn't find it, find it. But you're all I've got. You're all I want. Some days it just feels like this will never be enough. Most days it just feels like a struggle to catch up. And I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess. Time to walk away, trade my sunshine in for rain. Same old ways in a different place, but something's changing, changing. I wanted answers and direction. What I got was second guessing, hesitation, no sensation, just more questions. Nothing to blame for being stuck inside this frame of mind. If I can find my way, who I am, what I want, where I'm going, where I was, it's not up to you. I wish there was something you could do, but you're not me, so you can be my answers, answers, because you're all I've got. And you're all I want. Some days it just feels like this will never be enough. Most days it just feels like I struggle to catch up. But I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess. You're all I've got. You're all I want. You're all I've got. You're all I want. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Yo! It's time to wake up! Like I need you. Yo! I've got no place to be alone, my friend. Cut his wrist instead. There's your answer. You better save yourself or else. Yo, yo, yo. What up? I would rather be in hell than regret. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over, ho. Do you need anything like I need you? No, I do. Yo-ho! A denial. These are not my words. Tell me where do most of the time. Wet my face with reality. And permit me to breathe before I do it again. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over, oh. Do you need anything like I need you? Do you need anything like I need you? It's over, oh. Do you need anything like I need you? Oh, gonna. Hello? Dude, we're taking the flag back. Let's go. Gotta get that flag back. Snatch it from those MAGA jowls. Ah! Fuck those MAGA jowls. Yo! Do you need anything like I need you? Sober ho! Do you need anything like I need you? Do you need anything like I need you? Sober ho! Do you need anything like I need you? Oh, do you need? Yo. So Wednesday, dude. So can I just tell you? It's been so weird. Today's been so weird because it was like cloudy and I have been like cold all day. It's been like in the 90s every day or whatever, 80s. And today it was like, I don't know, 70 or something. Dude, I've been freezing all day. I am such a wuss. Let me see what the temperature actually was today. So the high today was 67. All right. So I was like frozen. Dude, I don't like it when it's in the 60s, boss. It sucks when it's in the 60s. Dude,
You know, it's funny because everyone's been freaking out about Mamdani, right? Because there's this big heat dome coming, and Mamdani's been saying, turn your AC to 78, which is what they always say. They did the same in Texas. They do the same, like Trump's admin has that on a government website. That's the recommendation when it's like, energy is like save the grid, right? Well, what's funny is everyone online today has been like 78. Fuck that, 78. But guys, can I just tell you, I used to keep my house at 78 like year round. Dude, I would keep my house at 78 all year round. Like Jenny would come to my house in the winter and she'd be like, what the fuck? And what is your temperature at my apartment? And I'd be like, it's 78. And that was like my regular indoor temperature. Dude, 68 is too cold, bro. I like 78. 78 is like optimal temperature indoors for me. I love it. I love it warm, guys. Dude, I like it. I like it fucking warm. All right? I do. Dude, I love the heat. I mean, I grew up in LA with no air conditioning. We were poor in LA, which meant it was like 90 degrees all summer. We never had air conditioning. I was like good to go. Dude, 68's too cold. Dude, Jenny, at night, she'll get it down to like 68 in here, and I'm literally wearing like long pajamas and like sweatshirts and shit. Right? Dude, Jenny, there she is. Bro, I just got home and I can attest your apartment was the approximate temperature of hell. It was. Dude, a balmy 78 degrees. It was perfect. Oh, shit. I like it warm, dude. I like it warm. Okay, so tonight we are heard people running on estrogen-powered systems prefer colder. Let's go. Dude, we're going to start with that Michael Knowles. We have a couple clips to watch of Michael Knowles. Apparently, he decided to debate a 10-year-old in front of a crowd of like 5 people. It's too cold in here.
It was horrible.
It's
like 72 in
Dude,
here now.
it is cold. I've been cold all day.
Yeah, well, you have issues.
Frigid. Thank you. Thank you.
He has issues.
I do. I have lots of issues. All right. Dude. So what are we doing? Oh, we're going to start with these clips of Michael Knowles. I think Natalie had a couple Michael Knowles clips. So Michael Knowles is at the big Great American State Fair, guys. All right. He is out there, stirring the crowds. Okay. Here's the Knowles clip. Let's go. Are there 2 or is there 1? Oh, there are 2. Okay, great. Okay. So, dude, this is the Great American State Fair, right? And this woman says, just left the Great American State Fair where I watched Michael Knowles debate a 10-year-old girl about the Salem witch trial in front of dozens of people. Oh, my God. Dude, like, before we get into it, just look at this, guys. Look at what we got here. What? Bro. What are we doing? He's got his sunglasses on. There's the 10-year-old girl sitting in a chair. They're facing each other on this huge stage. They're like at the back of the stage. Like, why aren't they up front? And then look at this dude. There's like 25 people out here, probably friends and family of the 10-year-old. Now, can I just say, do you know who the redheaded libertarian is? Okay, but we're going to watch these clips. But do you know Josie? She used to be on Tim Pool's show. Okay, she used to be on Tim Pool's show. And she calls herself the redheaded libertarian, but she's actually just a really bigoted, like, MAGA person, essentially. But she's an idiot. But so she blocked me because of an event like this. Because as you will see, look at this. She's got 916,000 followers on Twitter, right? Almost 1 million followers on Twitter. Well, she went to DC for this big libertarian convention, and there was a crowd of literally 6 people for her debate. She was on stage doing a debate, and there were 6 people there. And so I said, yo, I went into her thing and said, hey, I caught your debate at the libertarian event in DC. And so how is it someone with 900,000 followers on social media only has 6 people in the audience? And she fucking instantly blocked me because, yes, her following is bots or probably, like, I don't know, like fucking foreign dudes who just want to see her boobs or some shit, right? But mostly bots. But yeah, that's what this reminds me of. Right? Except this 10-year-old can probably debate better than the redheaded libertarian would. Although I have to say, it was through interactions with the redheaded libertarian, with this Josie woman. It was through interactions with her that I coined the phrase drinking the Bible for breakfast. Because that's how I first got into it with her. So I was like, dude, you look like you fucking drink the Bible for breakfast. And that's how she and I would get into our little arguments. Because she does. Dude, she doesn't really post photos of herself, though, without filters. I mean, even there, dude, she's got like 20 fucking filters on her face. Because, dude, she's, you know, again, I don't want to beat up on her looks, but I will because she's a bigoted piece of trash. Dude, she's pretty beat. She's pretty beat, but she looks good with like 18 filters. I mean, look at this fucking photo, dude. What in the AI redrafting of her face is that photo? Dude, she's like 45. You know what I'm saying? She's not fucking look like that, right? The hello, I'm now a video game character. Dude, what in the AI? All right, you ready? You ready for Michael Knowles? All right, here we go. Let's get into the Michael Knowles, guys. All right, here you go. Ready? All right, let's go. Come on, Michael. Wow me, buddy.
But the one area where the Salem witch trials went a little far is, I would say, they weren't organized enough. So you had these like random judges, you know, kind of burning these ladies. I don't know if they were guilty or not, but I think if it were more formalized, built up a little bit more, maybe with like a grand inquisitor or something, that would have been a better way to do it. I am so impressed. I could not.
Dude, he said, I don't know if they were guilty or what, bro. They weren't organized. They didn't have a grand inquisitor. You know what he's really up there saying? He's saying, you know, the Salem witch trials didn't have any Trump ass for me to lick, so I don't know. I don't know if I like them because I have to be able to lick an 80-year-old man's diaper-rashed ass in order to truly feel fulfilled. And so I don't know if those women were guilty or not. Oh, where's my Trumpy ass? Come here, Trumpy ass. Come here. Dude, what a freak, bro. All right.
Why?
What a freak.
Why?
Because, well, I think it was Favors or Jackie Robinson that said, baseball.
Why?
Dude, now they're talking about baseball or something. Look at what the fuck is going on, bro. Dude, I swear, though, this is like the biggest crowd. This is the biggest crowd of the fair. Did you Guys, did you see the
But
fair?
one area.
Whoa, sorry. Did you guys see the fair crowd? Hold on. You got to see this. Dude, she is so young. Her voice. Look at this, guys. Oh my God. You ready? This is the early slot at the Trump State Fair. Watch this. Dude, there's more musicians in the band than there are like people out in the crowd, guys. The band is going to go out into the crowd, and the crowd will more than double in size. Dude. Dude, there literally are. Look at the band members, guys. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's like 20 members of the band. Oh my God. Dude, that is wild. What a just a brick free throw, guys. Now there's going to be a heat dome, I guess. I mean, we'll have to see what happens because I guess it's really important to them that they do like the biggest fireworks show ever in history. So they're lighting off like 800,000 fireworks. And I've seen some people say like, there's a possibility that they're going to light off so many fireworks at one time that it's just the smoke is going to cover the fireworks. So I don't know. I don't know what's coming. Dude, they're having the fireworks at 10:30 p.m., which also sucks. So they're, for people with families, like their kids are going to be fucking strung out. Oh my God. Dude, 10:30, that is like so late. For the kids, dude, there's going to be some cranky ass kids, boss. Dude. What are they doing, bro? What are they doing? Yeah. I mean, Trump is pretty brutal. Dude, that's so sad though. I feel bad for these guys. I've played gigs like this, guys. It is shitty. It is shitty when you play a gig like this. I've never played a gig like this where I thought there were going to be a lot of people there, though. I played gigs where I kind of knew they were going to be shitty. And I did play a show like this once at an outdoor rave out in the Mojave Desert. But that was different, like, because we started at like 4:30 in the morning or some shit. And so it was like totally empty. But then by like 5 a.m., 30 minutes into our set when we were cooking, all these people started coming out of their tents. There was like wind and the sun coming up, and we were playing like out on this fucking, alkaline desert fucking playa with people climbing out of their tents. So it turned out to be pretty cool. But there were only like a handful of people there because it was 4:30 in the morning and everyone was fucking cranked. Dude. So sad. But all right, hey man, if you're doing this Trump shit, what are you gonna do? But guys, yes, here's the thing. Look at the 4th of July schedule. Okay? Look at the schedule, guys, because this is wild. Okay? Because check it out. All right, where is it? Because, okay. So Trump is giving remarks at 9:45. Okay? It says 9:45 Trump is giving his remarks, and 10:30 is going to be the largest fireworks show in history. Now, what I'm wondering is what do you think the chances are that Trump is only going to speak 45 minutes on the 4th of July, especially if there's a crowd there, if there's a couple thousand people? There's no way Trump is going to cut it to 45 minutes, right? You know, there's no way. You think that's possible? I mean, he'll occasionally cut it to an hour if it's just him and some reporters. But, dude, he's doing the remarks right before the fireworks. Can you imagine? Like, yo, he's going to be like, America's a third world nation. We're a third world country. If you're not white, you're from the third world. America's trash. We're the hottest. We're the hottest, but we're going to be trash if you don't fucking love the Republicans right now. Shithole. America sucks. Communists. There's a fascist, communist, socialist, fireworkist, fucking, you know, the sharks ate the batteries and, you know, the trans mutilization of my firework. Oh, shithole, communist. Right? Dude, yes, they rigged 2020, the 2020 election. I want you to watch these fireworks and think of how bad it was for me when they rigged the election. America is a shithole. America's going to be a shithole again if we lose the House. Oh, shit. Just like he was talking to Teddy. Come here, dude. Teddy Roosevelt. Come on, Teddy Ruxpin. Dude, show us Teddy Ruxpin here. Here's Trump talking to fucking AI Teddy Roosevelt.
Every day a president faces storms most people never see. Keep your nerve and remember the nation comes first. You get through. I know you know that feeling yourself.
Well, I appreciate those words. Those words are fantastic. And I just want to say it's an honor to be with you today. We are making a little bit of a tour. Some of the fantastic things you've done.
Every day a president faces storms.
Dude, why is he talking to the AI hologram, dude? Yo, Trumpy, what's going on there? What's up with that? Oh, it's an honor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dude. He is so demented. He is so demented. What a communist. I'm sorry, but that's a total communist move to talk to an AI hologram. Dude, Teddy Ruxpin. Dude, that doesn't even look like fucking Teddy Roosevelt, dude. Give me a fucking break, dude. Dude, that looks like a Temu version of Teddy. Temu Teddy. Teddy Ruxpin. Let's go. All right, here he goes. Now, guys, I have to admit, when I first saw this setup of these dudes with the suspenders, I was like, dude, it kind of looks like they're making some GP, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like they're about to film a video, if you know what I mean? They're about to film a little GP, like them and, you know, that Fox News reporter that was hanging out with Thomas Massey. Good old Nicholas Ballassie. I mean, it has a GP vibe. Yeah, dude. Dude, brokeback Trumpy. Oh, dude, brokeback cowboy. I mean, this is like, it's vibing. Like, I put my hands up. This is like vibing like, you know, Ron DeSantis's white boots. Dude, he is. He's about to get the gold rush, dude. Oh, let's go. Oh, shit, boys. Oh, yeah, pound them railroad spikes. And guys, there's even a quote. Hold on. You ready? I want to show you just with my thing. There's even a quote here, guys. Hold on. You ready? Watch this. To show you how close it was. Watch this. You ready? Where is it? It is. I guess it's ASIN. It was on ASIN. Let me see here. I think there's a quote from Trump right here. You ready? This is the one right here. Watch this.
Something that I can truly say, I believe the best is yet to come. It's going to be coming, and it's here, but it's coming at speeds that nobody thought possible. Finally, Theodore Roosevelt done something that...
It's coming. It's coming. It is coming. Let me just tell you, it's going to come. It's coming. It's coming. Dude, me and all my Chippendales dancers back here. Dude, his brain, guys, his brain is fried. There is no doubt his brain is fried.
Well, incredible. I even had a conversation with Theodore Roosevelt. I said, what did you think about the Panama Canal? Do you consider that your greatest achievement? How do you feel about the fact that the Democrats gave the Panama Canal away to Panama for $1? You know?
Yeah, what did he say there, Trumpy?
He built the Panama Canal, preceded really by a man who was he was the tariff king, William McKinley. He was the president, and they took his name off Mount McKinley, and I put it back on because it deserved it. Put it back on.
Wow. Dude, what a crowning achievement, bro. Oh my God, dude. So, guys, if you saw him, look at this shit, bro. Okay? He's not okay, dude. Look at him walking. Watch this. Look at him. Dude. He, can't even walk straight, bro. You see him there? He's, left and right. Now, here's this big half step up. Dude. He is messed up, guys. He is not walking well. And then, you ready for this? I saved one too, because we may be pine boxing. This man may have a stroke on stage at the 4th of July event. But watch this, guys. This is crazy. Okay? Watch him navigating these stairs. All right? Watch him navigating these stairs, guys. Look at him. Watch this. Dude, he's literally got to take him one at a time at West Point. Yeah, it's either a ramp or stairs. Either one, he just can't even make it down, bro. He's so fucked up. He is so messed up. Did he say he sprinted down the ones? If you look at the very end, dude. Yeah, and then he moves his hands. Not a vote of confidence on this guy. Not a vote of confidence from this guy at all. Jesus. Bro, he is beat. He is beat. All right? Dude, what a freak show. I mean, when is it? 3 days? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Saturday, we're going to find out, guys. We're going to find out if he actually can hold himself to 45 minutes of remarks. I'm not sure, but let me just tell you, though, dude, this shit is crazy. It's going to be hot. It's going to be 105 degrees or some shit. And, hopefully nobody dies. Oh, hopefully nobody dies. That's all we can really hope for. So let's check out the Freedom 250. All right. Yikes. Dude, there's their AI video. Oh, shit. Dude. These AI videos crack me up, bro. Oh, my God. That shit is wild. Oh, wait. There's the acrobats. Right? Hold on. This is the acrobat. Dude, this is the acrobat that I think this is the woman who reported the tugger. The guy who got, like, removed for tugging. It was Cirque Mechanics. That's who he was tugging. That's literally, that has been the biggest headline. Who's posting these? This is Freedom 250. So let's see. This is.
Happy birthday, America! Happy birthday, America! Happy birthday, America!
Dude, they only have the audio in one speaker. I don't know. I guess they couldn't do a sound mix or some shit. But so Freedom 250 though, guys. Here's what happened. They jacked. Okay, America 250 was a bipartisan commission that had been established that had like $80 million. Okay, $80 million. And then Trump basically took that money. He started his own Freedom 250 thing that was completely run by him. And then he took the money out of America 250, put it into Freedom 250, and it literally everyone's never to see the 80 million again. And they sure as fuck have not spent 80 million on this celebration. Dude, the buildings look like they were made for like 10 grand. Isn't that crazy? It's fucked up, bro. 80 million down the shitter. Oh my God. Jesus. Dude, so scary, bro. Dude. The acting Secretary of Labor. Because there's nobody running these fucking departments, dude. Everyone's an acting secretary. Freedom to scam, yes. Oh, Jesus. That is rough, guys. That is rough stuff, boss. All right. Moving along. So let's look at this couple, okay? Is that who the artist was? The guy painting? I saw him for a sec. They showed him. So let's look at the couple from today. I thought this was quirky. Guys, I have a minor obsession with the Empire State Building, okay? As a kid, I was super obsessed with the Empire State Building. I like the original King Kong, he climbs the Empire State Building. So I started my fascination with the Empire State Building when I was a kid. Now, first time I went to New York, I was in the Empire State Building when the brownout happened. This was the fall of 2003. So me and my friend Rebecca were going up the Empire State Building. All the lights went out. And I was like, fuck this. I ran down the up escalator. The escalators were frozen. And I was like, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. I was like, I'm getting out of here. And I got out of the building. Okay, we fought our way out of the Empire State Building. And then we found the whole block was out of power. Pretty soon we found the whole city was out of power. And it started several days of wandering around New York City with glow sticks and shit. But I'm still a little obsessed with the Empire State Building. Okay, I am. I mean, you see it there, my little thing. I have a bunch of pictures of, I've been in New York City many times since that original journey. And so when I saw these people up at the top, I was like, dude, that's pretty cool. Okay, it's pretty cool. Let's watch this bit. I mean, dude, it's freaky. Like, they were up at the top. I don't even know how they fucking got up there.
Devils who climbed to the tippy top of the Empire State Building are facing a slew of charges. The two were led in handcuffs from a police station house tonight. Now they're waiting to face a judge. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo on why police are taking this stunt so seriously. Anthony?
From king of the hill, top of the heap, Ivan, any regrets? To inmates, Ivan Kuznetsov is under arrest with his fiancée, Angelina Nicolaou. Angelina, how'd you guys get up there? After proposing to her in perhaps the most epic and daring way possible.
Isn't that crazy? So there's an observation deck, and they somehow got above the observation deck, and then they went up the radio, like there's like a radio tower, a communications tower, and they went and he proposed to her here, and then they climbed up all the way to the very tippy top, and that's when they pulled out that flag. And the flag is really cool, okay? The flag says, when the power of love beats the love of power, the world will, like, have peace, essentially. Isn't that crazy? That is such a great banner. Now, people were memeing this all day. We are going to look at some of these, but the power of love, when the power of love beats the love of power, right? The world will have peace. And guys, it is so true. It is so true. Now let's watch this. And then this woman, though, Angelou, right? Is it Angelou? She's got a very Angela Nicolaou. She 1.4 million followers. Like, she's very big on Instagram. And in fact, they have a film on Netflix that just came out a couple weeks ago. And so I think this may have a little bit to do with the PR stint, PR stunt for that film. But it's pretty amazing, dude. All right, here we go.
In perhaps the most epic and daring way possible, climbing the spire to the top of the Empire State Building. She's not only wearing that rock on her finger now, but some handcuffs to match.
Love wins.
Still smiling and trying to wave as the couple was hauled off to jail, gaining some fans.
Risk his life. So I'm saying the city should take it easy on them and let love win.
The lovebirds carry...
Dude, we need Mamdani to get in there and be like, no charges. Dude, Mamdani's gonna pull a Trump, dude.
Message of peace as they clung to the skyscraper's antenna nearly 1,500 feet off the ground around noon. When the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace, the banner read.
Dude, great banner.
Geniuses climbed to the top of the Empire State Building, the top of the spire. Oh, that's awesome.
The sight was unbelievable to pilots and tourists alike.
At first, it was kind of like comical and seemed a little bit wild and crazy.
How you doing? Well, you can't be up here.
It wasn't easy to get to the Daredevils, but the NYPD's highly skilled emergency service unit scaled the building spire to bring them down.
Dude, the highly skilled NYPD's highly skilled. Dude, that's a fucking oxymoron.
I'm okay.
How'd they get up there in the first place? Investigators say the two appeared to use a hatch used for maintenance on the 102nd floor.
And they opened the mesh door and just went upside, so I assumed that they worked there.
A security expert's worst nightmare.
They didn't just stumble upon that hatch. There was what we would call pre-observational surveillance. Someone cased the joint.
Of course,
The
you
couple
dumbass.
from Moscow is well known for scaling some of the
They're
world's
very
tallest
well known.
structures. They gave New York City a thrill, but they won't be able to climb their way out of an arrest.
It's like straight up, I don't know, like a Spider-Man movie or something.
Nicolaou is dressed like Catwoman on her Instagram page. The couple now faces a bunch of charges, from burglary to criminal mischief and trespassing.
Jesus.
The judge will decide what to do with them next.
Dude, that is the worst reporting. Like, these guys are such clowns. Now, if you look at it, dude, she is a daredevil. Okay, they fucking do this shit. This is what these people do. They have drones film them, and they're very well known. There's a picture of them up on the spire. But I mean, dude, they like, here's one that is amazing where she climbed all the way up this fucking tiny like spire, all the way up to the top of this thing. This is something that they are, you know, it's kind of their thing. Like I said, there's a Netflix movie about them. This is what they do. Dude, she's pretty rad. I think they're pretty rad, dude. I like, which one is it? Oh, this one. Look at this. She's climbing up in this fucking dress, dude. Watch this one. This one is amazing. Dude. Isn't that incredible? All the way up, and there's a fucking drone filming them. Dude, it's fucking beautiful. Here's another one where, you know, they just go around the world and like are hot on the top of fucking buildings, right? Dude, I mean, it's pretty rad, actually. I think, dude, I think it's pretty fucking, I think it's pretty rad. Right. Some of it may very well be AI, right? But I don't know. Pretty fucking wild, dude. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. It's gonna end in tragedy? I don't think so. Dude, I like climbing shit, though. I've always been obsessed with climbing shit. It's pretty fucking crazy, though. You know, you gotta have a certain, like, you know, you gotta have a certain vibe, I think, to do that shit. Dude, I know some people who used to have those jobs where they would go and like change the bulbs in like those, you know, telecommunications things. It's a pretty crazy job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can see too with the wind in their hair. Like, it gets pretty windy up there. But yeah, I think it was pretty rad. Now, the memes were going crazy today. Okay, let me just show you some of the memes. You would fall. I think it takes a certain type of personality. But dude, one of the ones that I saw that was crazy was where was it? This one? Dude, 𝗙PUSA killed Charlie. Dude, isn't that funny? Oh shit. That one was pretty good. Okay, now that one though, like Turning Point Action, okay, they blocked me. But Turning Point Action was posting these things. These assholes fucking blocked me because they're weak. But they had posted one that was, look at that, dude. Look at what they post. Illegals are criminals. Like, really? Dude, what weirdos, bro? Like, why are they so worried about illegals? Right? Pass the Save America Act. Dude, this one's pretty good, dude. Fuck Trump. Dude, that one's good. I couldn't post mine underneath them, though, because, you know, I think some people said they did because they blocked me. Dude, Donald Trump was mentioned in the Epstein files 38,000 times. Was found liable for sexual assault. Oh, that's fucking beautiful. All right. Release the Epstein files. Oh, man, dude. Dude, what is this one? Dude, Trump. Oh, that's funny, dude. Dude, leave it to the memes, right? Marco Rubio for president. All right. Dude, that's where I get off. Oh. Dude, Yeah, illegal immigration, it's not illegal. Again, right? Crossing the border is illegal, but being undocumented in America is not illegal. Right? Are we going to have that? Am I going to have to fucking bounce somebody already again? Is that what is fucking going to happen? Joined 1 day ago. I think it's the same account, right? So let's go. Sorry, I'm just going to keep deleting that person. I know, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? So obvious. Oh, shit. 𝗙𝗵𝗄𝗽𝗍 killed Charlie Kirk. So good. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. All right, guys. I thought that stunt was pretty classy. Okay, can I just tell you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to look at the finance corruption, the Trump corruption story. Let me just tell you guys. So I'm going to give you a quick little personal story. This is a short one. In my senior year of high school, okay? In my senior year of high school, me, my friend Mike, a couple other people, there were some theater kids in high school. And what we did was we stole a Bob's Big Boy. Okay, there's a restaurant called Bob's Big Boy, and there's this goofy looking whatever kind of like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man looking like thing named Bob's Big Boy, and he's holding like a big hamburger. And this thing is like 8 feet tall. It's like a big ceramic statue out in front of the restaurant. And we went and we stole one. We fucking bolt cuttered and just yanked that fucker off of the restaurant, the statue. And then we hid him in the back of the auditorium for like 3 months. Okay, we stole him in the fall. We put him in the back of the auditorium, in the back of the theater department where all the like props and the flats were. And we left him there until the night before, Thursday night before the Friday of Christmas break. Okay, so then Thursday night, a bunch of us gathered. There were like 15 of us. We had walkie-talkies and headsets and shit. We had people stationed all around the school. We went and we broke into the fucking auditorium. We took Bob out. We dug a hole in the quad and we cemented him into this hole in the quad. And we put a fucking cotton ball beard on his face and a big Merry Christmas sign. And then we had photos of Bob and Merry Christmas, and we put them all over the school. And then we left at like 4 a.m. And then everybody showed up at school, and there was this Bob's Big Boy statue with a Santa hat and a big cotton ball beard in the middle of the quad. And everyone was like, what the fuck? How did this happen? And so people were taking pictures with him. Like the principal was out there taking pictures. Okay. And all right, here's a picture of what Bob's Big Boy looks like. It is this. All right. So there's what the Bob statue looks like. There's that. Let me see if I can find the picture of Bob. Let me see. Hold on. That's what the statue looks like. Let me see if I can find the one. Let me dig onto Facebook real quick. All right, hold on. That's the statue. All right, hold on. I'm going to find the photo. Let me see here. I think we have a photo of this guy. Oh. Give me 1 sec. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. I found it. There it is. There he is, right? Dude, that was him with the fucking Merry Christmas and the fucking, this is my buddy Mike Heron, all right? That is, right? That was Annette Bean, and I can't remember her name. But so everybody was taking pictures with this Bob's Big Boy. We had the little Santa hat on, and he was like cemented in the fucking thing. Now, what happened, guys, was we had trouble keeping quiet. Eventually, somebody ratted us out, and we all got called into the vice principal's office, and it was like this huge fucking to-do. But you know what's funny, though, is the vice principal like pulled us in another room, like he like yelled at us or whatever. And then he pulled us all in another room and he closed the door and he's like, here's the deal, guys. He's like, that was the fucking classiest, like, and most well-executed prank I've ever seen. And so, like, I had to yell at you. I had to yell at you out there. That's like my job as the vice principal. But just between me and you guys, like, that was fucking amazing. And he's like, but you are going to have to pay restitution and all this. And eventually, like, Bob's just, like, dropped it. We ended up not having to pay any money, okay? And so yeah, that was the end result there, is we put him out. Everybody showed up that morning, and there was this Bob out in the fucking middle, dude. Right? Dude? Oh, shit. Dude, oh, that's classic, right? That shit was fucking epic, dude. Shit was epic. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, I wish he had more photos. He doesn't. But he's got a Bob's Big Boy obsession. Dude, he's minorly obsessed with Bob's. But yeah, dude, it was crazy. It was crazy. So my point being was, I told you that whole story, dude. Tyler, let's go. I told you that whole story because the thing about it is the prank was so epic that we ended up not getting in trouble, okay? Because the school respected the prank. And we're like, God, dude, that was like coordinated, took so much effort, like really stylish prank, guys. And so they let us off. And I feel like these people in the Empire State Building deserve that same type of attention. You know, how did you uncement and clean up? I mean, we just dug them out, you know, right? We just dug around it. I mean, it was cement, but we cemented him into the dirt, right? So like what we did was we put the base down, we dug a hole in the dirt, put the base down, and then we covered it up with cement. But you could just dig around the cement and fucking like drag him out and then fill it up with dirt. And I mean, the school did incur a little bit of damage to the planter, right? There were like our school had these outdoor planters that were like, had brick around them where you would like sit, and there were various bushes and shit. But yeah, dude, it was pretty amazing. It was a good fucking prank. But man, dude, I feel like the people in New York, dude, they gotta be let free. They gotta be let free, guys. Right? They do. They can't. I don't think you can fucking hardcore punish people for such a classy stunt. That Empire State Building one, that was classy, guys. And a great banner, too. Great banner. They are heavy. They are heavy. There's a Bob in someone's yard. Let's go. Dude, that was good shit. Dude, we were scamps. We were fucking scamps. All right, moving on. Thank you, Bob. Dude, let's go to the corruption, right? Let's go to the corruption. And look at fucking, oh wait. No, I got to go back and get the Trump corruption. Hold on, let me start the dance party goal. You heard Facebook doesn't even let you deactivate accounts? No, it does. I mean, I don't know if you can deactivate account, but I deactivated my Dick Strange page just the other day, right? Like 2 days ago or whatever. I deactivated the Dick Strange page. So you can deactivate, right? I was like 2 days ago. Yeah, dude, the Trump corruption is crazy. Look at this shit, guys. This is insane. Okay? Now, I don't know about you, but because I was in the gaming world, I was a little bit connected to crypto. Okay? All the gamer dudes were like very into crypto. And so there was this big thing when Trump took office that everybody assumed when Trump took office, it was going to be this big crypto explosion. I mean, I had these gamer people that I was switching to politics and they're like, fuck you. By the way, I voted for Trump crypto, all this shit, right? And dude, it did spike. I mean, Doge spiked, everything spiked, you know, what? Bitcoin went up to fucking 130 or something. But then they all sold it off. They literally fucking sold it all off, dude. And now it's like everything is worth half, if that. And my God, dude, if you bought Melania coin, oh my God, dude. Look at the Melania coin. Look at this shit, dude. Dude, I don't like Yahoo, dude. On. Dude, let's go. Atomics, let's go. Oh, I was going to set the fucking dance party goal. Hold on. I'll do the dance party goal while Melania coin fucking fucks up my shit. Dance party, let's go. Let's get it. There it is. Dude, look at the Melania coin price, dude. Oh my God. Look at that, dude. Oh my God, dude. It's a fucking parabola, bro. When your dad sends you a link, it's Yahoo. Dude, Yahoo like fucks up my browser all the time. Dude, it's like literally like a parabola. It is so crazy. Just an absolute fucking, and that is, guys, that is like fucking like 2 weeks, 10 days. It is 10 days, 10 fucking days. Now, dude, the Trump meme coin is no different. Look at the Trump coin. Look at the Trump coin, dude. Same shit. Fucking brutal. Brutal. Oh, shit. Isn't that crazy? Look at that, dude. Dude. No way, dude. It went up to 45. And now it's worth $1.60. Dude, anybody who bought that shit is just rug pulled. So Trump does a financial disclosure. Look at this shit, though. The U.S. government, Office of Government Ethics, right? U.S. Office of Government Ethics released his 927-page financial disclosure, okay? And now this is 1 year, guys, 2025. He made $635 million from the meme coin while the retail investors watched it crash. That was the curve we just looked at where it went down to $1.68. Dude, $635 million he made tanking the Trump meme coin. Unbelievable. The retail investors got sacked. He made $594 million from a World Liberty Financial token and the stablecoin sales, and that's the crypto company he founded with his kids. $65 million from selling his equity in World Liberty Financial. All right. $80 million in media settlements. And this is the money that goes to his presidential library. And that was like CBS for 60 Minutes. That was ABC when George Stephanopoulos called him a rapist. There was some shit with Meta and YouTube, right? And they basically just paid to avoid going to court and to avoid the hassle. So his total crypto haul is $1.4 billion in 1 year, guys. But here's the deal. You ready? My crypto is worth nothing now. Your crypto, if you have any, is worth nothing now. Everybody, I mean, because it's like, not only did he make that money with, his meme coin and shit, but they've been selling everything off. Okay? They've been selling everything off as soon as shit spiked. And then he talked about, you notice the first thing he said is, the U.S. government is going to buy a Bitcoin reserve and it's going to buy an XRP reserve. And like everybody started buying shit. Everything went up and up and up and up and up. And then they just sold it all off. They sold off everything they had. They just liquidated it. And now we're getting fucking jacked, bro. So his net worth tripled to over $6 billion in 1 year. Okay, now here's what's crazy. You ready? While Trump made $1.4 billion from crypto, 764,000 people who bought his meme coin lost money. So nearly 1 million people lost money. All right, 764,000 wallets are now tanked. They're negative, and while he rug pulled. It's outrageous. And the Congress is doing nothing, guys. This is just the crypto, okay? This is just the crypto, guys. Now, it gets worse, okay? It does. It gets worse, guys. Because we also have the Trump stock trades. Look at this shit. 3,700 trades in 3 months, okay? This is around the time of the Iran war. Look at this shit. Look at that. 3 months, guys. Over 100 pages of stock trades. 3,700 stock trades in 3 months. Okay, now again, dude, he's affecting companies. He's literally, everything he's doing is affecting these companies. All right, and all of that was related to the Iran war. 3 months. Now there's also Abbott Industries. Okay, you ready for this? Look at this shit. This is crazy, guys. Okay, Trump with Abbott Industries. So there was a company called Abbott Industries that put out contaminated baby formula, okay? And it looked like that formula killed some fucking babies. And the Justice Department had been investigating this shit for years, okay? This is like pre-Trump, okay? And what ended up happening is look at this, dude. 2 months before Trump's DOJ dropped that case, Trump invested $500,000 in Abbott Industries. So you have Abbott Laboratories, They're under investigation because contaminated baby formula killed some kids. This shit ends up in Trump's lap with his DOJ, and then he knows that they're going to drop the case. And so he invests $500,000 in Abbott, and then they drop the case. And it's like, Abbott's in the clear. You can get back to trading, and guess what happened? The value went way up because the investigation was over. Isn't that wild? Yet another one, guys. And now we know that some mystery person is working the oil futures. Now, here's just it, though. His sons sit on the board of 𝗙𝗍𝗶, okay? And they're, involved. J.D. Vance and everybody was involved in polymarket. So check this out, though. Check out what Trump can do here. Trump can, somebody could put something on 𝗙𝗍𝗶 and say, what are the odds? Remember Trump saying like, Allahu Akbar or what have you, right? Remember? They could put something on 𝗙𝗍𝗶 and say, what are the odds of Trump saying X, Y, or Z or doing it? And then they could just bet and bet and bet on these long shot odds. And then Trump can go out there and deliver the message or do the thing. I mean, dude, we're getting so hosed right now. We are getting so fucking jacked, right? We are getting so jacked right now, guys. It is like brutal, right? It is brutal what's fucking going on. You know what I'm saying? It is. It is brutal, guys. 927 page financial disclosure. Just billions. His family is looting. And then look at this, dude. They interviewed Trump about this and they asked him about it. And look at what is. Remember, this is the guy who said affordability is a hoax. Watch what he says here.
But to critics who say you're profiting off the presidency, Mr.
Well, you know why I'm profiting? Because the stock market's going up. Everybody's profiting. If you have a 401k, how's your 401k done? It's about up 85%. Thank you, President Trump. So we're all profiting. I'm profiting because I have a lot of money and a lot of cash.
But to
dude, we're all profiting. But let me just tell you, though, something. You ready? Hold on. First off, it's not up 85%. But secondly, you ready for this, guys? Your 401k being up doesn't mean shit unless you're retiring this year and you're cashing that shit out. Like, why? What is even the excitement if your 401k goes up? It benefits you zero unless you're fucking retiring or cashing that shit out. I mean, what is he even talking about? Oh, my 401k is up. Oh, yeah, I'm going to pay my rent with my 401k. No, you're not. It's like useless, dude. And it is certainly not up 85%. Okay, but you see that shit? And look at these guys. There's fucking Don Jr. with his new girlfriend, who is the daughter of Epstein's banker. Look at them. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm up. I have a lot of cash. I have a lot of money. I'm doing so good. My son married Epstein's banker's daughter back there, and we're all looting the goddamn government, and we're just fucking, wait till you see what we're looting in the Middle East. Oh, his wife. All right, whatever. Girlfriend, wife. Dude, she's a fucking Epstein's banker daughter, dude. She's a sister wife, dude. That's his sister and his wife. Dude. Oh, shit. Brutal. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Yeah, no, I'm sure, right? The first UFC, all 7 knockouts, I'm sure. I mean, they're just looting. I'm telling you right now, the prediction markets, guys, those things need to go. Okay? Those polymarket, all of that shit, 𝗙𝗍𝗶, that shit is crooked, dude. That shit should be illegal. It should. It should be illegal, guys. Okay? That shit is just crazy. Yeah, no, I saw that, dude. The polymarket fake shit is so creepy. Yeah, this is wild, dude. Right? A college student filmed the exciting moment he won $100,000, except the bet wasn't real. A flood of videos showing fake trades and fake wins is fueling Polymarket's hype machine. It's all part of a secret campaign for America's attention. Now, guys, dude, Polymarket is doing so much crooked shit. Because first off, they have insider information. Everybody involved with this shit. So they can loot things and set up things that they're going to bet on. They can fix, UFC fights or this, that, or the other, or Trump taking actions, government taking actions, companies taking actions. Okay, they're all, everybody, them and all their friends are on the fucking take here. And yes, live from Polymarket Studio. But guys, it goes beyond that. They're doing it with influencers. A great example is this fucking chick, Angela Bell Camino. Okay, this chick is a total fraud, former liberal, whatever. She's got a big Twitter following. But look at what she does. She'll post this, look, like a couple times a week. She says, with the Supreme Court allowing mail-in ballots to arrive after Election Day, would you support President Trump declaring election interference, blah-de-blah-de-blah? Yes or no, but it's a paid partnership. And their influencers are doing this, guys. If we look at the tweet activity, the quotes, people are doing this. Look at this. Here's Destiny, paid partnership. Okay, this Kangmin Lee, paid partnership. Spencer Hakimian, paid partnership. Okay, Owen Schroyer, paid partnership. Dude, Occupy Democrats, paid partnership. Okay, Maine, he's a left-winger, paid partnership. They're paying all of these guys, both sides of the aisle, political people, to create, and they're all doing how about we do a national emergency for the midterms? They're all paid partnerships, okay? All of these fucking accounts, like, all right, here's one that's not, but most of these accounts, right, even the Unfuck America tour, it's a paid partnership. Everybody, both sides of the political aisle are doing this shit, bro. Right? Brian Shapiro, paid partnership. Okay? Dude, there's just hundreds of them. Now we're getting into the people that are just commenting on it. But they're doing this, guys, a couple times of the week. I've seen Harry Sisson. I've seen like many fucking left-wing content creators and right-wing content creators and fucking whatever Twitter people all piling in on this shit. That was actually small. There were only like 40 of them, okay? But the fact that they're tweeting political shit, right? They're tweeting political shit and they're doing it in like really sort of like rage baity, like let's get people activated under this shit, but they're all getting paid by Polymarket. And guys, dude, they sent me a notice too. Okay, they did. Let me see if I can find it. It was, let me see, hold on. Dude, I think they're just approaching like every content creator. Everybody's taking on the money, dude. Dude, Lauren or Pieta, right? Or Pietro or whatever her name is. Dude, yeah, it sucks. Dude, they're all in on it, man. I can't find it. I was looking for it. But that shit to me is like super disappointing. I just didn't respond. Dude, Trump's Gonna have a speech, 107-degree heat, guys. Oh my God, bro. Dude, crazy, Christine. She replied to you and said that was the trade-off. She can only fund her channel by shilling for polymarket. Dude, that's brutal. That is brutal. Now, I mean, I'm not buying it, dude. I'm not taking polymarket money. Did you see though? They have the Washington Monument all lit up. That's pretty spectacular for the 250. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Oh, shit. Dude, Atomic. Let's go, baby. Dude, why didn't our counter work? What the fuck, boss? Dude, what is up with the YouTube counter? Dude, this shit. Bro, I am like so annoyed. Dude, YouTube is making it hard to fucking... You're not working with me, YouTube. Dude, let's go. Ethan, let's go. All right, now it's working. Let's get it. 30-11, baby. Nope, I have no polymarket. I'm not taking polymarket. So just so you know, that's why the dance party goals are legit. Because I'm not taking any of that fucking corporate hack job money. All right. Gonna be no sir, no how. Let's go. Dude, fuck those sellouts. It's a good call. YouTube keeps doing updates. Yeah, I mean, they kind of stagger shit. You know, it's like sometimes that shit works and then sometimes that shit doesn't. I mean, mostly it works, right? But we'll keep track. We'll keep track. It's working now. Now let's run it up, baby. All right, let's see what else we got on the agenda. Right? Paid in rubles. Dude, I'll take rubles. Kidding. As long as they're American rubles. Dude, I'm not taking any of that fucking Russian money. Right? I mean, technology is just imperfect. You know? And I mean, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, considering how much technology we use, I think we do pretty good. Dude, LFG Pine Box! Pine Box 250. I'm Sir Julia. Let's go. Guys, we got 9 minutes. Let's rally it up while the counter is working, all right? We need 28 and 9. Dude, that's easy. That's like 3 a minute is all we need. Let's go. Dude, we got this. All right? I'm going to queue up what we got next. We got to look at Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson says he's starting a new political party to compete with the GOP. Oh, shit, dude. That is crazy. I mean, I did kind of predict that the America First people were going to pull out. Okay? And dude, yeah, no, the Troy Nehls or whatever, we'll look at him too. Yeah, save that clip, Natalie. Here, I'll put that one. That Troy Nehls clip is pretty wild. We have to look at that as well. Dude, that guy's a douchebag saying they probably don't work as hard as me. Dude, that guy is such a shitter. What a fluffer. Guys, 28 and 8, baby. Let's go. Let's get this dance party secured. Dude, let's go. Steph says, I'm scared. It's okay. It's okay to be scared. I think, you know, you'd be crazy if you weren't scared because shit is fucking whacked out right now. I think that makes sense. But we're going to be okay. You know why? You know why I know we're going to be okay, guys? Is because the collective subconscious is, we're like, it's evolving. Okay? You know what I mean? And I mean, if you go back like 300 years ago, life is better now than it was 300 years ago. And there's always like new growing pains and there's new trauma and shit. But the humanity and the connection just keeps getting better and better. There's never been a time where we move into the future and it gets worse, right? Even if we launch into other things, you know, like slavery ends and then, oh, there's a world war and then there's another world war and then there's Jim Crow, but then there's the civil rights movement, right? Then there's periods of prosperity strung in between periods of challenge. And I think we're like relitigating the civil rights movement right now. We're kind of in like phase 2. And with America, I think we're always going to be doing that. But remember this, immediately following the sort of violent and aggressive 60s was like a pretty big period of prosperity, okay, for, I don't know, 25 years. And so we're going to go through like some gnarliness now, but I think it's going to be followed by, you know, by not only this time, I think some prosperity. I think we're heading for periods of like higher consciousness. That's what I think. I think we're heading for, you know, eventually higher consciousness, which is going to be like a really good thing. But we're not going to get out of it unscathed. Like getting there is going to be like getting there. When you say it's never been this bad before, but it has, Steph. I mean, America was in a civil war a couple hundred years ago, you know? And I mean, if you go back to the 60s, like every block in America had kids that were getting drafted and dying. So, I mean, you know, it's bad right now, but believe me, we've been through a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? We have a lunatic running the planet. We do. But I mean, we're not like shooting each other on the fields of, you know, Tennessee right now. I mean, it's definitely the worst that, you know, anybody born from the 90s to now has seen, for sure, right? Anybody who's been born in the last 25 years, yeah, it's fucking terrible. I just think on the grand scheme of things. Anna Kay did a video on Tucker's new party. It's a call out to, yeah, no, I saw that one. I saw it. I haven't looked at it, but I saw what you mentioned about it. You're afraid he'll nuke us? Yeah, but see, the thing about nukes, though, is if somebody nukes the planet, then we're all just done. Then we don't even have to worry about it. We all go on to the next adventure. I mean, you know what I mean? If they nuke the whole planet, we're just all vaporized. I don't think we'd even know it happened. You know, we'd all just become fucking stardust. Right? So I don't know. I guess I'm not too afraid of that. You know, I don't know. I'm filled with actually a pretty serious amount of hope. I have been lately. I feel like, man, I don't know. I see signs of like things. I see signs of like greater like, I don't know. I see signs of collective subconscious change, you know? All right, 4 minutes, guys. 26 and 4. I mean, let me just tell you guys. I mean, you gotta realize this. Okay, you ready? So check it out. You gotta think of the planet as an organism. Okay, so there was slavery going on in America. And everybody knew on some level it was bad, but nobody did anything about it for a long time. And then eventually it got to the point of where people are like, you know what? I'm just not going to accept that this is happening anymore. And they fought it. And they won. And then Jim Crow and the abuse of women and spousal rape and all this other shit. And nobody had rights except the white people still. People went along with segregation and all that shit until the 60s. A bunch of young kids said, you know what? I'm not okay with this shit. We're not fucking putting up with it. And they fought it. And they won. Okay? And so you keep having these collective consciousness where people witness horrors. And then eventually the collective subconscious is like, man, I'm not going to look at this horror anymore. And dude, what happened with Gaza right now? Like, we have watched Israel invade countries. We have seen the U.S. invade Iraq twice. Okay, we watch planes fly into the fucking World Trade Centers and shit. And just now, young people saw Gaza and were like, you know what? I am not okay with this. I've had enough. And that is like, man, that's an evolution of consciousness of people saying, we will not look at this and be okay with this. And so I think like consciousness is getting more and more, like they say, the road gets narrower. And I feel like consciousness of every younger generation, they're being a little more like, you know, we're not going to put up with fucking ignoring consent. And we're not going to put up with fucking shitting on LGBTQ people. And we're not going to put up with fucking blowing up Gaza. We're not going to, right? And so like I see advancements of like people saying, man, I've had enough of this shit. And I think that's really, to me, that's exciting because even though the change may not be happening as fast as we want it to, I can tell that the consciousness is happening where people are fucking really like becoming more aware and getting involved, you know, and you know what I'm saying? You know, and so that is, I think we have to acknowledge that. I think, guys, it's really important, and this may or may not help you, but when you're really worried and scared, it's a really good idea to take the wins that you do have. All right. This has always been really helpful to me. I put a lot of pressure on myself to succeed. I expect a lot from myself. I can be very unforgiving, and sometimes I can get doomy because I set such high expectations. But I have developed a habit of like taking my wins, even the tiny ones, right? And so it's really important to acknowledge the wins you are getting, we are getting, even if they're small, right? You know what I'm saying? Because they do add up. Like 1,000 tiny wins add up in ways that are really profound, especially when lots of people are engaging in them. And we're making a lot of wins in this election, and we're certainly making a lot of wins in court. And so it's okay to doom and to feel bad and to feel scared because you'd be crazy. You would not be human if you weren't. But make sure you set a little time to like acknowledge the wins, all right? And like don't forget them. Don't let the darkness overshadow like the tiny fucking wins that we're making. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is important. All right, so guys, we're 25 away. That was a good start. We got 5. We're gonna reset this shit. And then I do want to look at something because there was yet another win. Okay? There was another win today that I want to talk about before we get to the Tucker. That is pretty cool. That is going to have Trump fuming because it affects one of his, personal attacks. All right. Here, hold on. Let me reset this counter. There we go. We're going to reset our there we go. Okay. There it is. Okay, great. There we go. So we'll reset it for 15. We'll do 15 and then we'll do 10. That'll be easy. So we'll get to 15 and then we'll do 10. Try it in 15 and 15. See what we can do. All right, there we go. Securing that dance party. So check this out though, guys, because this is big. Because Trump and his big battle with James Comey. Well, Trump's attacks on James Comey took a big hit today, guys, because of this. Look at that, dude. A judge ruled that a Washington, D.C. group's protest signage referencing allegations against Trump was not legally obscene, and its 𝗙cie𝗶𝗹𝗀 flag did not constitute a threat or incitement of violence. So a Washington, D.C. group was protesting about Trump, and they used an 8647 flag, and they won in court. There's now a court, there's a legal document that has ruled that 8647 does not incite violence or threats of bodily harm. Dude, isn't that amazing? So now Comey's already off, dude. Yes. Dude, summon Paula Sakata. Let's go, Shin. Isn't that amazing? Oh, it's so good. Okay. He rules against the Trump admin. All right. A federal judge ruled against Trump's administration in a case centered on the limits of a protest group signs in Washington, D.C. Judge Randolph D. Moss declared that Accountability Now signage was not legally obscene, referencing sexual misconduct allegations, and its 8647 flag did not constitute a true threat to Trump or incitement of violence, conditions which would have allowed them to restrict it. Now, this is huge, okay, because, right, the American ACLU was representing the group, okay, and so the ACLU is fighting Trump on behalf of this protest group, Accountability Now, who I guess they were talking about Trump's sexual assault allegations, his SA accusations. So his order permanently bars the Trump admin from either ordering the signs removed or revoking Accountability Now's demonstration permit. They have a permit, so they got a permit to do a protest that is shitting on Trump, and Trump tried to sue them, and they lost in court. And now this precedent is going to essentially, James Comey is going to benefit from this ruling. Isn't that beautiful? See, it's another fucking grand, all right, there we go. It's another grand, there we go. There's the counter. We got you, 14. It's another grand a little win, guys. It's yet another little win, guys. And that's what's beautiful about it. So you got to take those little wins. All right. You're going to take those little wins. All right. Now let's do one more thing and then we'll go on to Tucker. Let's look at this guy. Oh my God. So we've seen Troy Nehls before. This guy has some of the worst hair on Capitol Hill. So let's bear in mind that we have an election coming up in July, August, September, 4 months. Okay. We have 4 months before the election. Times are still tough. Prices are still lot of struggles. Okay. Now they have passed that housing bill that is sitting on Trump's desk. He's holding it hostage, trying to get the SAVE Act passed. Now I took a look at that housing bill, guys, and that housing bill is kind of bullshit. I know they're calling it a landmark thing, but let me just tell you about the housing bill. All right, what it does is it says that right now VC places that have bought more than 350 single family homes can't buy anymore. But bro, that's a lot of houses. So there are still going to be houses bought by VC, but they're putting caps on it. But the problem with that housing bill, the problem is it doesn't affect apartments. There is nothing in there that says venture capital can't buy up all of the goddamn apartment buildings. And so that's what's bullshit about this housing bill. Because if you let venture capital buy up the apartments, they will elevate the rental floor in cities, and then nobody's going to be able to save money to buy a house because all their money's going to go into renting their goddamn apartment. So all of this entire housing bill is only going to help people who have enough money to buy houses already. It is not going to benefit, you know, the little people at all, because we need some landlording limits around renting. We need venture capital and corporations, and no financial entities can buy apartment buildings, period. And everybody else has to start selling them if they own more than, like, I don't know, whatever X number of apartments. But there are people that are buying like thousands of apartments, guys, and that shit is not good. Okay, the apartments need to be like not owned in mass numbers, and certainly not owned by venture capital. Like, they should be able to buy zero real estate, and they shouldn't be able to buy businesses, because we saw what they did with Red Lobster. Okay, they went in and Red Lobster owned all of the land that their restaurants were on. So you know what VC did? They bought Red Lobster, and then they sold all of the property from all of the restaurants to another corporation that they owned. So they sold the land to themselves, and then they started charging the corporation rent, and they ran the corporation into debt. So they got the land, and they got a whole bunch of money that they extracted out of the corporation as rent, while leaving the fucking restaurant just saddled with all of that debt. And they do that kind of shit like regularly, okay? Regularly. So we need just a stop to that. But anyway, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because in the middle of this, in the middle of them doing nothing and taking half measures, and you have people like 𝗙𝗵𝗄𝗏𝗡's Promise to America going, oh, we believe in an economy that works for everyone. Oh, but we don't have any fucking policies. Right? You have this fucking guy, all right? This fucking Republican guy coming out and leaving quite the sound clip. Watch this.
Actually, real quick, how do House Republicans make the case that you're fighting for affordability when you go back to your districts?
Affordability? What are you talking about?
Well, affordability is the big...
I'm going to go there tomorrow. Over the 4th. I'm going to get me a couple big lobster tails. I'm going to get me some nice ribeyes. I'm going to sit in my backyard with my family, my neighbors, and we're going to be enjoying the 4th, celebrating 250 years, the birthday. We're going to be celebrating the greatest president in my lifetime, Donald J. Trump. Maybe watch some fireworks. Won't be up here, it's going to be too hot, right? And I'm in bed at 11 o'clock. I heard the fireworks ain't going off till 11 o'clock Eastern on the 4th of July. I probably have to sleep through that one. But listen, everybody understands you're going to see a little increase in energy prices because of Iran. I mean, come on, people aren't stupid. You realize that when you have a conflict Iran. But I think in the end, this short-term increase in some of the costs of energy, you know, gasoline and stuff, is temporary. But President Trump has made it very clear to these companies, don't be gouging, no price gouging. I mean, energy, what? Oil was at $69 the other day, 72 today. I mean, the prices got to come down. Don't take advantage of the American people. To me, it's almost criminal.
You think 60% of Americans?
So we got to do that. We have to do that, and I think that the overall goal and objective is to make sure Iran never has a nuclear weapon. So I'm okay with the increase in fuel, because you knew it was going to happen with oil and the Strait and everything. But it's a temporary issue.
You think the 60% of Americans who are living paycheck to paycheck can afford lobster tails and ribeyes and all of that?
Maybe not. Maybe the 60% of America don't work as hard as I do either. I mean, I don't know.
Did you hear that end, though? The guy asked him, do you think the 60% of Americans who are living paycheck to paycheck can afford lobster tail and ribeye? And he said, maybe not. Maybe they don't work as hard as I do. Like, what a fucking clown, bro. This guy, I guarantee you this guy doesn't work hard. Did you see Boebert? Did you see Lauren Boebert walk by? Look at her. Look at her. You can spot her with the fucking stiletto red heels clacking up. I couldn't help but notice her in the background. There she goes up the fucking stairs. And then she like stopped like right over his shoulder. She's like photobombing the whole time, standing right behind him. Dude, the Bobo, she's got to get in there. You could hear her clacking. Oh shit, bro. I was like, oh shit, there's the Bobes. There's the Bober. There she is, dude. She's coming in. Dude, can they Shell Corporation buy extra houses? Let's go. All right, guys. So there's 13. We got 2. All right, we got 4 minutes. Let's go 13 and 4, baby. Let's go. Dude, Bobo. Dude, Bobo is Boboing. These guys, they just don't care. They just don't give a shit, man. In any way, shape, or form, dude. They just don't care. And these guys don't fucking work that hard. Let me see when the last time he fucking did a town hall, okay? Oh my God, look at that, dude. Representative Troy Nehls has never held a public town hall meeting, dude. Dude, not once, bro. Dude, he has never held a town hall. Look at that shit. Right? There you go. Isn't that crazy? They've worked 65 days out of 183. They literally sit around. They have martinis for lunch, probably. This motherfucker has never held a town hall. Isn't that wild? What a fucking douchebag. Yeah, he has private stakeholder meetings and constituent meetings. That means ribeyes and lobster tail for the fat cats. Dude, what a fucking dink, bro. Dude, even Bobo wouldn't go down on this guy. Let's go, guys. 2 minutes. We need 13 and 2, baby. Let's giddy up. Giddy up. In lobsters we trust. That shit is wild, boss. Dude, yeah, no, she was definitely... She was definitely like getting on camera. Oh, dude, crazy. He does look a little like a little like Al Bundy, or he looks like Al Bundy and he reads like fucking Ted Bundy, dude. Are you mad at me? Skip your super chat, dude. Laser McDanger, let's go. No, I'm not mad at you. Did I skip one? Did I miss one? No, there's not another one before that, boss. I'm looking at the whole thing. So I don't know what you're talking about. That one, right? I just saw that one, but there's not one before that. So no, I'm not mad at you, and no, I did not skip you. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, 12 away, guys. 12, baby. Means Monday? Oh, maybe I did. I'm sorry if I missed one yesterday. I'm sorry. Tucker article on the new party. All right, let's go. Dude, Red Lobster sells slave shrimp. Dude, Red Lobster. Dude, that sucks, boss. Dude, let's go. 11. Let's giddy up. Sorry. Laser, I got you, boss. We appreciate you. I don't know when I missed it, but sometimes, occasionally one gets by. I apologize. Dude, let's go. Last super chat was a real question for me. Oh, the one about that was a real question? You mean, can the shell corporations buy extra houses? Oh, as for, I don't know. I don't know, Lady B. I was looking at like an outline of that. And so we did, guys. We got down to 10 and we had 10 in the bank. So we're going to reset it for a fucking, we're going to reset it for the 10 plus 10, 20 remaining. Dude, we're chipping away, baby. We're chipping away, boss. We will get it. So, like, as far as I could tell, what it is the entities that own 350 or more houses cannot buy any more houses. Now, I don't know what would prevent them from starting some other fund and just buying houses under a new fund, right? Or under a new entity, because it certainly was not shutting down all purchasing of homes. It was meant as more like a limiter to prevent people from buying a gross number of homes. But there were zero restrictions on apartment buildings. And to me, that's even worse than buying the new homes. Okay, because buying homes is bad and going to elevate the price of homes. But if they're buying apartment buildings, dude, there's no fucking way you're even going to be able to buy a house if we let VC buy up all the apartment buildings. I mean, the whole thing is just so dirty. Dude, Hannity has 900 rental properties. Are you serious? How the fuck do you have 900 rental properties? That's just insane, guys. 900. Give me a fucking break, bro. Nobody should be able to own more than 50 apartments. Not even buildings, just 50 apartments. You know what I'm saying? Period. My God, 900 rentals. Are you shitting me? All right, we'll try 30 minutes. 20 and 30, baby. Let's go. Let's see if we can fucking get her done, boss. That is nuts. Fucked up, bro. All right. So let's look at the Tucker. So this is an article from Columbia Journalism Review. All right. Here we go, dude. Says, all I have is the power to talk and be heard. Right? Tucker Carlson on pitying Donald Trump, never listening to podcasts, and planning a new political party while selling you nicotine pouches. Dude, Jesus, bro. Right? Look at Tucker, the Tuckster. All right? So on a recent afternoon, let's see this. I drove down a wooded main road, blah, right? Until I reached a big, all right. On a recent afternoon, I drove down a wooded main road past serene ponds with no people in sight until I reached a big white barn. I parked in patchy grass near a Ford F-350 with a crane bolted on the back, an American flag, and an idling black SUV. Guy in the driver's seat of the SUV whose tattoos peeked out beneath the sleeves of a white dress shirt sent me 30 feet down the road to another guy in a large white SUV who politely told me to wait. Tucker Carlson was still recording. I wouldn't have been surprised to see anyone, a U.S. senator, a prison guard claiming to have evidence Epstein was murdered, Donald Trump, walk out of that barn. Carlson, who's 57, occupies a singular space in American media after decades lying on corporate television, most famously at Fox News. He now hosts the Tucker Carlson Show, a video podcast where he can and does follow his every whim, taking his hordes of fans along with him. A recent episode, The Secret History of Biblical Giants, has 1.5 million views on YouTube. Bloody, blah. All right. Eventually, Carlson welcomed me into the barn. As I entered, I passed that day's interviewee, Nick Maynard, an English surgeon who has worked extensively treating Gazan victims of Israeli airstrikes. On his show, Carlson advocates long-held hardline conservative views, which include total opposition to immigration, abortion, and trans rights. See, this is what's crazy, because how the fuck do Anna and Cenk square, filleting this guy? You know what I mean? With the way he's total opposition to immigration, abortion, and trans rights, that seems like they shouldn't be able to square that. That seems, defunct. Okay, it's just not compatible with anyone remotely on the left. Okay. He also takes a strong stand against war. Right. Carlson has personally lobbied Trump, whom he's known, at least since both were NBC television personalities, not to attack Iran. He's an imperfect vessel for the anti-war argument, but his reach and influence may make him America's most prominent crusader for the cause. All right, let's get down to the party here. Okay, I don't want the whole fucking thing here. Let's get to the part. Okay, here we go. You see here. Okay, here we go. So, essentially, what we got here is so I know there's a lot of wondering about, is he going to run for president? Is he not going to run for president? What's going to go on with this guy, right? And obviously he is playing to that central populism. He's trying to recruit, you know, moderate voices or left-wing voices like Anna and Cenk to shill for him. He is trying to appeal to the Nick Fuentes and the Groypers and the America Firsters. But he is also trying to appeal to leftists based on a singular issue. Okay? Any leftist who is a one-issue voter and that only issue is Gaza may potentially fucking, you know, support this guy in because they believe that stopping the Middle East war is the number one priority, and they'll deal with all the other shit after that. So the danger here, guys, you ready? The danger is the white leftist who's only concerned about Gaza. That's the danger, right? White male leftists whose only issue is Gaza, or right, because they're not going to worry about the loss of, you know, reproductive rights. They're not going to be concerned about, you know, immigration or the anti-LGBTQ thing. So any white leftist is vulnerable because they may be like, you know, he's not going to be as bad as you think he is, because they're not going to be affected by that. That's kind of the blinders that happen. And this is how we have all the white people that vote for Trump. Okay? Because what ends up happening is when you get focused on the issues that are important to you, even though the other person may be super toxic, if that toxicity is not going to be a direct threat to you, you can almost put yourself in a mindset where you don't even see it. If you put your blinders on and you only focus on your one thing, you don't even see that shit, because there's no worry that you're going to suffer the thing. Now, I don't want to minimize, like, I feel like all that death over there in the Middle East is something we really do need to stop, because there's no way we're going to have a good world while that shit is going on. Even if you don't live there, it doesn't matter. When there's that much horrific killing and suffering going on halfway around the world, like, we all do pay the price for that. Okay? So Tucker, though, is going after everybody that is frustrated with that Middle East war machine. And he's trying to, like, moderate his positions and reel them in. So let's see what he says here. Okay, he says, the reporter says, some have referred to the current divide on the right as being a split between Fox News Republicans and YouTube Republicans. Are you strategically positioning yourself as counter-programming? And he says, I'm not strategic in any way. I make almost all decisions on the basis of smell and instinct. I have no real idea who watches our show. I'm sure there are people who work here who have or claim to have a better sense of who the audience is. I really don't. I make all decisions about what we air myself, usually without consulting anybody. I have a short attention span. It's been a huge advantage for me over the years. One thing I've always loved about Rachel Maddow, and I often told her this, is that she just existed in her own universe. She's off in the Berkshires alone, thinking she was disconnected from the herd. I've always wanted to be that. I haven't always succeeded. It's shameful the number of times I've covered something because everyone else was talking about it. But I really try not to be that way. And increasingly, especially as as I age, I am cut off. It's interesting, though, again, how he's talking about Rachel Maddow, because he's like, see, I'm like, you know, I can have these productive conversations with anybody, right? He says, I've never posted in my life. I don't have my password on social media. I don't read anything. I get almost all my information by text message or phone call. That's it. It could be every bit as wrong, but I just don't trust anybody at all, and I don't want it in my head. I've never listened to a podcast. I have some form of intense dyslexia, and something about podcasts and movies and TV puts me to sleep almost immediately. I still read books every day. All right, so that's weird. Like, what is he saying here? He has intense dyslexia, but he can't listen to podcasts, but he reads books. Dude, I mean, how does that work, right? If you have intense dyslexia, it would be affecting your reading of books more than it would be your listening to podcasts. Yeah, I mean, he's trying real hard to be like the everyman, right? Are you interested in aligning yourself with other anti-war voices? He says, I do know what really matters is war and finance. Where does the money come from? Where does it go? And who gets killed? And on those questions, the parties are in lockstep, solidarity with each other. That's not a democracy. That's a one-party state posing as democracy, and it needs to be broken, and there's going to be a third party, and I'm going to do everything I can to bring that about. So there it is, all right? A casual mention of there's going to be a third party, and he's going to do everything he can to bring it about. And that's the lesson of the last 2.5 months to me. If you vote for Trump and you still wind up in a regime change war, if Chuck Schumer is strongly behind Trump's foreign policy, which he is, then we need options, or else let's just give up and be ruled by the most unscrupulous people. And I'm just too young to accept that. We need a third party. And when you say you do everything you can, I'm going to help build a third party. There should be a good faith effort to figure out what benefits the country. I mean, if you make $60,000 a year, you're degraded. Your life expectancy has gone down, and the promise of your children's lives is likely gone. No one seems to care. It's not even a factor. What about Hamas? I officially don't care about Hamas. The U.S. government should have as its first priority the welfare of its own people. Now, see, again, dude, right here, he is like, even in this article, he is actively trying to recruit leftists. I mean, I see it. You got Rachel Maddow. You got the I don't care about Hamas. You got the, right? I mean, he is, you know, I'm the dyslexic, relatable guy with a really short attention span. I mean, I think there's a lot of deviousness going on here. Okay, would you be a candidate for this third party? He says, I don't want to be a candidate. Before I did the Times interview, someone said to me, they're going to ask you if you're running for president. I was very tempted to say I am running on the pro-patriarchy ticket just to make sure I gain no new fans. What's your goal in speaking to outlets like CJR or the Times? People are presumably outside of your direct audience. He says, it's the only power I have. I don't have any tricky plan to win Times readers to my campaign for some office. I don't have any institutional power. I don't control a military. So all I have is the power to talk and be heard. And though it's borne no fruit, so far I remain hopeful. And let me see here. Let's see if we can find where he mentions Cenk. All right. All right. So here we go. He mentions Cenk in this one. Oh, he mentions it here at the beginning. All right. Where he says Carlson's relevance is rooted in the fact that he can book both Cruz and embarrass him. It's also connected to his symbiosis within a subset of Republicans. According to the New York Times Siena poll of self-identified Republicans and Trump voters, nearly 60% of those with a favorable view of Carlson say they want the next Republican presidential nominee to take the party in a new direction. What may be most significant about Carlson now is that his campaign against the Iran war and Israel's influence on the American political system has placed him in strange cultural territory. suddenly he has fans on the left. Cenk Uygur, the creator of the progressive news show The Young Turks, has cheered Carlson for criticizing Trump's attacks on Muslims. When Olivia Reingold, the writer for the Free Press, compiled a dossier against Rama Douaji, the First Lady of New York City, that is Mamdani's girlfriend, wife. One of Reingold's ostensibly damning reveals was that Douaji had liked a Carlson post criticizing AIPAC. Peter Beinart. So you see that, though? Look at that. This reporter, okay, this reporter is running cover for Carlson. Like, oh, he's genuine. He's nice. The people who work for him have tattoos. You notice the details that were left in even from the beginning, where the writer is like saying, oh yeah, the tattoos poking out from under the dress shirt, right? And now, oh, leftist Cenk Uygur, the progressive, oh, Olivia Reingold said Mamdani's wife was like looking, liking his post. So they're tying Tucker to, now this could be two things here that could be at play. Either A, this thing is setting up Tucker to try and pilfer some people from the left that are like really, really fed up, and AIPAC is a really important issue, and they're going to be unaffected by some of his more toxic social mores. Or it could also be setting him up to kind of make him look like he's in cahoots with the leftists. If he becomes problematic down the road, then they can try to paint him as a secret leftist. If the establishment powers want to try and ruin Tucker. I mean, it's hard to gauge who's in cahoots with whom, right? If the writer of this is trying to do Tucker a solid and paint this, but Tucker was talking about Rachel Maddow. That's a little weird. He's mentioning Rachel Maddow. And I mean, obviously we've seen Tucker with his fucking, connection to Cenk Uygur. We know they're looking for the lefties. Okay. And so we know like Tucker Carlson has the America First. Okay. This guy, Bilzerian and fucking that idiot running for Florida governor, Fishback, Nick Fuentes, all of those guys Tucker has. Candace, Tucker. Megyn Kelly, Tucker. They're all in like the boat together. Okay. They're none of them are gonna get in Tucker's way. Okay. They're all on Team Tucker. But he can't. Like, I honestly think his goal, and Cenk Uygur, if you listen to Cenk Uygur, their goal is to build a left-right coalition, a populist party. Okay? They want, that Cenk Uygur doesn't care about right-wingers because him and Anna are transphobic. They came from a celebrity camel toe, patriarchal, sort of misogynist background, both of them. So they don't really care about any of the social justice issues. I think they want to build a anti-Israel, America First party, but they're trying to pull America First out of the right-wing context and make it more like a populist working man thing. Okay? And they want to try and pull people from both like the center and then anybody from the fringes that is fed up and again though, I don't feel like it's genuine because I believe if you look at Cenk Uygur's sort of history, that guy ran for Congress and he got 6% of the vote. He didn't even campaign. In fact, he was actively trying to end a strike. Right? He was trying to prevent his workers from unionizing. Okay? So Cenk Uygur is not a serious politician. He just wants political power. Okay? That's what he wants. He wants like Sean Hannity, like political clout and power, but he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? He wants to have that political clout and that political power, but he doesn't, he's not actually ever going to do any of the work. You know, he didn't even fucking campaign for his own election. He was just doing it thinking like, ooh, I'm the famous progressive guy. I'm going to show up and I'm going to like, you know, like win a whole bunch of votes based on my, you know, crazy reputation. Now, remember when Sam Seder was saying he thought Cenk was delusional, like way back when Cenk was like working with Sam Seder in the early YouTube days, Cenk would act like he was going to go testify in front of Congress about Google and shit. And the airports have everything be in the airports. And Sam Seder was like, you know, like, dude, this guy's a little delusional. Like, you know, the Senate is never going to call you in to testify about Google, right? Remember that? Can we see if we can find that clip? Let me see if I can find that clip. That was a pretty funny clip. I think it's this one. Wait, no. That was from a month ago. It's from a while ago. Dude, I wonder. Oh, I would love to find that clip. Oh, I think maybe it's in here. No. Dude, we're in the search results, though. Let's go. Dude, Cenk is undermining. I mean, Cenk he's a dirty bird, guys. Okay? He is definitely not left anymore. But I feel like they're, you know, I think their goal is to create their goal is to create a political power that gives the finger to both establishments. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, seems like a good thing, Natalie. Thank you. Oh, I love it. We're bookmark that. Thank you, Natalie. No, Cenk has no clout. But Cenk, though, he can get clout by hanging out with Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson does have a fair amount of clout, guys. Right? He does. And his clout is growing too, because he's stepping into the Donald Trump role. Okay? I mean, look at what has happened in the last 25 years. Okay? So Bill Clinton was the last leftist to that was like he was a Democrat and he was part of the party. But even with Bill Clinton, I feel like him playing saxophone and shit, he was trying to appeal to the younger crowd. He was like a womanizer, saxophone, yada, yada, yada. But he was still kind of like somewhat establishment, but he was the start of the rebel seed. Okay, then though, when you got to Obama ran as anti-establishment. Obama was the outsider, the progressive outsider that was going to break up business as usual and the corporate interest. And he didn't really do that. I mean, he did some great things, but he didn't actually follow through on breaking that corporate paradigm. And in fact, he often, let it bend him, okay? You know what I'm saying? He often let it bend him, but he ran his campaign about being the outsider and the hope and the change and the newness, okay? Then Hillary was back to the fucking, tried and true, and then Bernie became the outsider, okay? Very much the outsider. Then but Trump also ran as the outsider. And now you have the DSA picking up seats as the outsider. So the outsider shtick is like everybody's kind of using it now because the feeling about the two political parties, they're both so shitty. I mean, they both are equally in love with war. They both are equally beholden to huge corporate interests. So everybody now is trying to become the outsider. And Tucker, maybe he doesn't even run for president. Maybe he just uses the clout to try and, guide these disparate people together to create this new party. I mean, he wants to. Like, he's a megalomaniac. I mean, think about it, guys. He lied openly about the election on Fox News. It exposed them to a nearly $1 billion judgment and lost his fucking job. Like, this guy is clearly, doesn't even consider the ramifications of his actions. And the same when he was on Fox News. He would say the most racist, toxic, replacement theory shit, and never with an issue. Now, the thing that's really weird about Cenk Uygur, okay, is he was a Republican. Don't forget that, okay? Cenk Uygur started the game as a Republican, and he only became progressive because he fucking didn't like the Republicans because of the war. Okay. And so then he started hating everybody, and his brand of progressivism hated both parties. And then look at the people it produced, Dave Rubin, Jimmy Dore. Those are like the early guys. And Cenk Uygur and Anna had celebrity camel toes. They were doing that misogynist sort of Republican adjacent sort of shit from the very beginning, So these guys are, I think Cenk Uygur and Tucker Carlson are like, they're a good marriage, man. They really are pretty fucking similar. Let's see if anybody else is talking about this. All right, dude, 3 minutes, baby. He says he's starting a new political party, so they're covering it. But I don't think that anyone's necessarily talking about it. But everyone is covering it. Oh shit, dude, he's building a new political party. And that's all coming from, he hasn't actually said it though, like on the air. This is coming out. Obviously, it's been leaked from that article. Right? And then meanwhile, they're fucking attacking these guys, saying they're trying to destroy Michigan. But so there's a lot, man. You have the DSA rising up and making these big wins. Tucker's trying to fucking form a new party. I mean, we could have four viable outlets for people's political energy, right? Abdul for Senate, hit it up. Dude, he's winning it right now. MTG is talking about it. I know she is. So this is bold though. Now, obviously, dude, I don't know how much luck this guy is going to have like pilfering these lefties. But if Tucker Carlson starts another party, it is going to be devastating for, right? It is going to be devastating for the Republicans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, they have to be like shitting themselves. Okay? They do. They got to be shitting themselves. Because they're just like, what do you think they're going to pull from? What do you think they're going to pull from Democrats? Not much, guys. Oh, shit, dude. So, yeah, it is all coming from that one article. We're in the age of consequences. Dude, see, my thing is this. You ready? I will never in a million years ever support this guy. Not 1 fucking %. Now, I will actively make content about this guy and encourage this guy as like a splitter of the right wing, but I will not normalize him at all. I will always paint him as the extremist he is. However, I heavily encourage him splitting up the MAGA coalition. But this guy, though, too much replacement theory, too much racism, too much like saying demons carved his shit up. You know what I mean? Like, dude, there's no way, like 0%. I would never support this guy. Never in a million years, boss. Right? Not his party, not his fucking, you know what I'm saying? Not at all. Because he's deeply right wing. Okay? Deeply right wing. All right, I'm going to reset, guys. Dude, if we're doing a dance, now be the time to get it. I'm going to reset it. If not, it's fucking no biggie, right? But if we're going to dance, dude, let's hit it up, all right? We still need fucking 20. We got 0 that run, so we kind of fell a little short, but there we go. All right, you ready? I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And then we're going to move on. 0% though. Not 1 ounce for Tucker. I just, I don't think he is a redeemable human being. And I don't think he is at all like legitimate because he is a far right evangelical fucking weirdo. And evangelical fascism
dive into it.
Would be fine with him, okay? Like evangelical fascism's going to be fine with him as long as he's the guy meeting it out. But I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'll be right back, all right? And then we're going to hit the fucking we're going to get this dance party going. We got this. BRB. Dude, fuck Tucker, boss. All right. You ready? Now, dude, yesterday, something fun while we try to fucking get this dance party. Dude, 20-11, baby. Let's get it. Come on, dogs. Let's fucking look at this guy. I have a tweet that's kind of been getting some traction here. That's pretty funny. But so you remember yesterday, okay? There was a guy who was on the internet saying, you know, we should sterilize everybody who comes to America because they were so bent out about the birthright citizenship. So look at this guy, dude. This is the guy. This is the guy who fucking runs the Federalist. Isn't that? This is the co-founder of the Federalist, Sean Davis. Look at this guy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Isn't that wild? It's crazy. Like what? Dude, somebody said, you know, the comments under here are pretty fucking funny, right? Because I'm like, what in the fucking conehead? Dude, Dark Woke Nate, let's go. Holy jump scare, yes. But look at this. Dude, somebody said there's a guy in here. Look at this. Dude, he was part of a thing called muscular Christianity. Look at all these guys equipping the church for spiritual warfare. But look at all of these dudes speaking on muscular Christianity. Like, yo, dude, what a motley crew. Oh my God, Kairos Christian Alliance presents the ugliest and weirdest looking motherfuckers on the planet to talk about muscular Christianity. I'm sorry, if these are your muscle men, guys, Christianity's already done. Okay, I'm sorry, boss. But look at what this guy said. This guy said, well, he's perfect to play Hannibal Lecter in any future Silence of the Lambs. But I'm like, dude, he should play Hannibal's butt plug. Dude, why do they always look like butt plugs, guys? What the fuck? How come these guys all look like butt plugs? What is going on? Dude, 19 guys. Let's go. We got 8 minutes, baby. 19 and 8. Let's get it. Come on. Let's go. Are we dancing? Are we dancing? Dude, he looks like a butt plug. It's a Stephen Cheung shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now. Look at this. Let me show you guys. I'll show you. 19, baby. It's the fucking Cheung stuff too, dude. They look like butt plugs. All of these guys do. Okay? Dude, Cheung is the same way, dude. Look at that shit, bro. It is like butt plug meets butt plug. Dude. Right? I mean, come on. don't lump you in with the alien conehead bum plug. Dude, is Marc Andreeson? Somebody mention him too. Oh, he is. Oh, yeah, dude. He's a coner as well, bro. No fucking way, dude. Oh my God, dude. What the hell, dude? It is literally, it is like all of the Trump weirdos are coneheads. Let's go, guys. 19, baby. Dude, the coneheads are taking over. 19, boss. Come on. Let's get it. 6 minutes. Dude, that is crazy. Craziness. Dude. The cones. Six minutes, baby. The cones, baby. Dude, that is so wild. That is like a seriously conical head, bro. 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 19 and 6. Dude, I think tonight might end up being our first night with no dance party. We knew it was going to eventually get there. Oh, shit, boss. Oh, shit. 18. Oh, fuck, dude. Lady B's coming in hot. We sure the Dan Aykroyd Coneheads wasn't real? I mean, it may have been real. These guys are freakish, dude. They are freakish. All right, 18 and 6, boss. Their moms must have had a hard time. See, I don't know, Johnny. I think maybe their moms had an easier time, right? That maybe with a head shaped like this as a baby, maybe it was easier for them to get out. It was like a butt plug, but coming out, right? You know, it may have been easier. 18, baby, 18. I think it may have been easier, right? This guy definitely, like, probably just dropped out, okay? This guy, right? I'm sure he just fucking, and his mom was like, oh, Jesus. Dude, Hillary, let's go. 17. Let's go. Hillary coming in hot. 17, baby. It's our last chance to dance, guys. 17, 4 minutes. I'm going to go make some videos. 17 in 4. Oh, Lord have mercy. We're going to cover one more thing with Melania. Right? 16, dude. Pine box for Coneheads. The one. Let's go. 16, guys. 4 minutes. We got this. We can do this. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. 4 minutes. Down to the wire, dude. Down to the wire. Dude, let's go. Dude, Night Gardener. Let's go. Dude, and Marc Andreeson got some 𝗦𝗂𝗽𝗍𝗄 eyebrows. Let's go. All right, 14, guys. We're 14 away, baby. 14 away. We're doing this. Dude, thank you, Night Gardener. Thank you, Marc. Le Boss. I like Le Boss. Dude, let's go, dude. Yeah, this guy, I mean, does he even have eyebrows? Oh, he does. Dude, this guy is like, bro, this guy is like a weeble. Dude, fell asleep for a minute. Steph, let's go. LOL, we got you, Steph. Gyrate it. Let's go. Your favorite darkness. 14, guys. 3 minutes. 14. We're going to gyrate. Dude, I'm going to fucking gyrate on top of this man's conical head, bro. Jesus. What an insane, I mean, look at his features, dude. It's like Gargamel. Dude, like if Gargamel got the top of his head stuck in some type of suction unit. I mean, you know, I probably shouldn't judge, though, because, I mean, I got quite a dome, right? LFG, let's go. Dude, I have a dome and a half, dude. Dude, let's go. Fuck, it's like all dudes and aliens in skin suits, reptiles, draconians in disguise. Like what in the alien astronauts theory is fucking going on? I mean, it is getting a little weird, guys. Dude, Bush Raider comes in 10 away, guys. We are 10 away. 10 away, 9 away. Tiana coming in hot. Oh, 9. And then there were 9, boss. 2 minutes, 9 away, dude. We're killing it. 8. Dude, Karen coming in. Let's go. Welcome, Karen. Thank you. 8 away, guys. 2 minutes. One more taste. Dude, we woke as fuck. Dude, Steph sells. Let's go. Dude, 7. 7. 7 and 2, baby. We're fucking making it happen now. Now we're rolling. The momentum. The sheer momentum. Dude, fucking, why is it, though, that everybody that's trying to, like, sabotage us all look like fucking coneheads and shit now? I mean, that's a little strange, isn't it? 7 away, guys. And then there were 7. We got this. They live. We exist. Dude, Conehead. Dude. Cheung, dude. Oh, shit, bro. That is wild. I mean, the Andreeson guy, obviously, I think he's got the looks advantage of these guys. I got to take him off screen for a minute here. I'm like, my heart rate is like escalating, bro. All right, 1 minute. 7 away, baby. 1 minute. Let's go. 7. Come on. Giddy up. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Dickheads. Yes, they are kind of dickheads, huh? Oh, shit, dude. 40 seconds. 7 away. 7 away, baby. 7 away. The Planter's Peanut is 6 away. Let's go, Hillary. 6 away, guys. Let's fucking go. Dude, 5 away. Korg coming in. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens. Dude, they're definitely like lizard people, dude. 5 away, baby. And then there were 5. 20 seconds. 5 more. 5. 5. 5. 5. Fuck the Coneheads. 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 Pine box. Dude, they are butt plugs. Dude, all right. We're going into overtime. 1 minute of overtime. There it is. 1 minute timer. Here we go. We're in this overtime minute. We're 5 away, guys. Actually, oh, we don't even have to do the overtime. I can just set it, I think, for 5. All right, we'll do a minute overtime. Try and secure it. Then I'm going to cover one more thing with Melania, and then I'm going to go make videos. All right. 12:47. I am going to start streaming during the day at some point. It's coming, guys. Like a 2-hour stream during the day. Dude, let's go. 4 away, guys. And then there were 4. Party. Oops, not 5. 4. Party. Let's go. Fuck it. We're going to get it. We're just going to fucking bang it out right here. We're going to reset the 1 minute. Let's go. 4. 4. 4. 4. Yeah, I'm going to do split streams. I'm going to do like 10 to midnight and noon to 2. Dude, let's go. Anne-Marie. Appreciate you, boss. 3. Then there were 3. Let's go. Dance party incoming. Oh. Dude. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. Last 20 seconds, baby. Oh, shit. Don't be a conehead. Oh, shit. The coneheads. That's crazy. 2. Let's go, Korg. All right, we reset. Final minute. 2 away, guys. Dose. 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 Let's go, Korg. Dude, we reset it. This is it, though. Then we got to go look at Melania. Melania Trump, dude. Uno mas, Shin Godzilla, let's go. Dude, Anne-Marie, let's go. There it is. Let's go, dude. Your favorite darkness, Anne-Marie Shin Godzilla. We did it. We did it. Fucking, let's go. We're leaving. Bye-bye. Oh, Jesus. Dude, what in the fucking conehead, dude? Coneheads are boneheads? They are, Karen. Dude, yeah, some of these replies are funny, dude. Dude. Oh, Jesus. Dude, that's some sick shit, right? That's the look your testicles give you right before you sterilize them. Dude, Bush Raider. Fuck the conehead draconian overlords. Oh my God. Bro, eggheads. There's the Dan Aykroyd, right? From the classic fucking Saturday Night Live skit. Dude, let's go, Paula. All right, Where is he, Natalie? I'll report him, but where do we have, can I see where the fucking, where is it? Somebody in chat? I don't see the address. When did they last leave a message? Oh, you hit him? All right. Oh, yeah, I see him. Okay, no, I got him. I got him. I found him. You hit him, but... Oh, yeah, I see it. I see it. There we go. I got him. Reporting him for child abuse. Yep. Perfect. Got it. Let's go. Reported. Yeah, no, I got it. I found it. In my other chat, it shows me them even when they've been hidden, and I found it and reported them. Let's go. Smell ya. Dude, I didn't even see it. They go by so fast. Dude, the losers always go by so fast, guys. They do. Done deal. Done deal, dude. Conehead. Dude, what in the fucking Conehead, bro? That is crazy. Dude, it's always these guys. Yeah. It is. There's two things with Melania. One of them is her LGBTQ tweet, but the other one is something that fucking I want to check the fucking veracity of, right? Is there, I was getting reports, okay? And this is something that got reported to me via the, I'm going to save that for later. It got reported to me via the, the Microsoft Edge news source. But there is something going on with Melania Trump where and again, I want to check this before we look at it. But so there is a report that I saw that some Mar-a-Lago members recorded footage of Barron Trump. This is just not that long ago, like back in December. He's 19, I guess. Okay, or whatever. He's young, right? But they were at an event in December, and some women recorded Barron Trump while, without his permission or whatever, with him walking around. And I guess he was, in a foul mood, and he wasn't very talkative, and he looked kind of disheveled. And they posted it on their social media. And Melania Trump had a fucking fit, and she was going to revoke their membership. Now, it's like $250,000 a year or whatever to join Mar-a-Lago. Like, Trump is bilking wealthy people. He's literally charging people insane amounts of money to be members at Mar-a-Lago. Like, he is just looting in every possible way. But I think she went like James Carville on these women in Mar-a-Lago. I'm trying to find an accurate news story about it. But I think she flipped out and just went ham, threatening to revoke their Mar-a-Lago memberships and demanding that nobody film Barron Trump without his permission ever inside Mar-a-Lago. It's really, she's really sort of cracking down on this. And I mean, dude, Barron and Melania have a little bit of some history. Okay. I mean, they do. They have a little bit of weirdo some weirdo history together. That's some weird shit right there. Like with her hands on his legs and he's like kneeling over her. That's a little weird. Now, normally I would give a family, whatever, you're taking a pic of your mom, the benefit of the doubt. But like this family, they don't really get the benefit of the doubt. I mean, she was an escort, allegedly, for Jeffrey Epstein. Donald Trump, was Epstein's best friend. 26 credible SA accusations. I mean, this shit is wild. Okay. So yeah, I don't know, dude. She had some very suspect shit. Right. And yeah, dude, I think Natalie, I think that might be the article that I was looking at. That one. Oh no, that's a different one, but we'll look at it. So yeah, we'll look at this. Let's look at both of these. So first, I'll save that. All right. We'll look at that afterwards. So first, we're going to look at Melania Trump's LGBTQ tweet, because you may remember Melania Trump, she does the Log Cabin Republicans. Okay. Log Cabin Republicans. To me, that's a really stupid name, but the Log Cabin Republicans are like the gay Republicans. Okay. And so whenever the Log Cabin Republicans have an event, Melania Trump oversees this. Melania Trump was in the modeling world. She is no stranger of being around the LGBTQ community. I mean, neither is Trump. Trump actually fought for trans women to be in beauty pageants. So his anti-trans arc is really stupid because it's literally just about political power. Donald Trump has no issue with trans people. Trans women use the ladies' room at Mar-a-Lago, and nobody has an issue with this, okay? And so Melania Trump, though, now that this SCOTUS decision that allows states to ban transgender athletes from competing, now Melania Trump is sort of trying to do a little damage control because she doesn't want to upset MAGA, who are like virulently anti-LGBTQ, but she also doesn't want to piss off the Log Cabin Republicans and, whatever. Now she's having a conscience about gay people. But she says, as many of you may know, I fully support the LGBTQIA+ community. Now, dude, this is just wild to see her call it this. Right? I mean, the LGBTQIA+, like, I mean, somebody probably wrote this, but like, what the fuck, bro? That's pretty crazy. Wait a second. I'm confused here. Is this not even her statement? Is this from her book? There's no way, dude. Am I reading this correctly? She didn't even say this in the tweet. She's taking a quote from her book that the ghostwriter wrote. As many of you may know, I fully support the LGBTQIA+ community, but we must also ensure that our female athletes are protected and respected. She quoted her own book, Melania. She did a humble brag, #1 New York Times bestseller, page 156. Dude, Melania. Oh, dude, she's hitting the poll tonight. She said the U.S. Supreme Court has now legally confirmed this opinion. Under Title IX and the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment, may schools maintain women's and girls' sports for biological females? The answer is yes. America, we can support the rights of the LGBTQIA+ community and also protect opportunities for female athletes, respect everyone, and keep girls' sports fair. Both ideals are essential, she says. Now, obviously, there's a conflict because the people that are actually fighting against transgender athletes, they do not support LGBTQIA+ communities. They don't. They deny the existence of trans people. They dead name them. They continually call trans women men. They never even mention trans men, even though a trans man in Texas, Mac Beggs, wanted to wrestle against the boys And they wouldn't let him, and so they made him wrestle the girls. And what do you know? Mac Bags won the state championship. Of course, easily, handily, the trans man whipped all of the girl wrestlers. So, I mean, this is super disingenuous because Riley Gaines does not even support the existence of transgender people. Okay? They don't. Not at all. Okay? So let's see. Apparently the quote tweets are people MAGA. Oh my God, dude. It's Joel Webben, guys. It's our favorite bearded weirdo pastor. Okay? This is not the crack-sucking leggings guy, but Joel Webben is like one of his buddies. That's Dale Partridge. But Joel Webben is another one of those, manosphere, like weird bearded Matt Walsh looking, deviant pastors whose wife is ready to give up her right to vote and all that shit. Look at what he says. He says, we can support the rights of LGBTQIA+ communities and also protect opportunities for female athletes. Look at him. He says MAGA is to the left of Bill Clinton. Oh, shit, bro. To the left of Clinton where? On the Epstein plane? Right? Is that what he's saying? Is he saying that Donald Trump and Melania are standing on the left of Clinton on the Epstein plane? Oh, shit. Oh, dude. Crack-sucking leggings. Look at this, dude. Dale Partridge. He blocked me. Our little crack-sucking leggings guy. Fucking look at that, dude. Oh, look at him, dude. What a closeted weirdo. He says there's a reason the scripture tells women, even queens, to be silent and quiet. Okay? Right? Let's see. Sarah Fillmore. It is alarming and depressing to see the number of people who insist that two issues that exist in opposition can somehow be reconciled. Only some men demand the right to be treated as women. So there again, she's denying it. Okay? Oh shit, dude. Forbidden HQ is really bummed that they added the IA+. Okay? Oh, the real MAGA Caleb. President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump love us normal gays who respect common sense. You don't want the queer trans agenda to ruin our society. But no, real MAGA Caleb, she's including the fucking TQIA+. So you're wrong there, buddy. Right? Women in politics is just defeat. Yikes. Just throw the whole alphabet in there. Of course, they got to take some shot. Can you all stop pretending as if the Trump family supports Christian values because it's unequivocally false? Guys, see, this is where it pisses me off. You know why, guys? Hold on. Because right here, guys, give me a break. Who in the fuck thinks this family ever supported any Christian values? Let's go, Shredder. Let's fucking go, baby. Love it. Love that your partner's a trans man. We loved it. We love to see it. But look at this shit, guys. There is no way you look at these assholes and think that these guys have anything to do with a Christian lifestyle. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They're literally the ones washing their hands in the ceramic bowl while they're nailing people to the cross, right? This looks like Pontius Pilate's fucking, his back room. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a break, dude. And they have they put something in her little, frock to make it stand out like that. This shit is so bizarre. And look at him, dude, looking like an idiot. He's sitting there like, dude, I inherited 400 milli from my dad. What fucking turds, bro. Dude, they are, right? Dude, what happened to our homophobic Slavic queen? Dude, look at this. Oh my God, bro. They're going off. Read the effing room, Arsler. Right? Not 𝗙𝗪𝗏, okay? Another fucking Trumpy person saying the what? Enough of this virtue signaling BS and bowing to the degenerate mob. Dude, now, degenerate mob, now you have people fucking calling to deport her. Dude, the alphabet is not essential. Dude, they're shredding her, guys. Oh my God. That's crazy. So again, they're trying to ride both sides of the fence here. Conservative values, especially the 𝗙IA+. Dude. Oh my God, dude, MAGA is not based. It never was. She did not write this shit. True. It's like they're messing with us. Isn't it wild? It's wild because they're like, oh my God, she's not bigoted enough for us. That's their complaint, guys. Like, man, you know, the first lady's just really not bigoted enough. Right? And anyone surprised by this, stop to realize, I mean, dude, Trump, again, they don't care about gay people. They never have. They don't care about trans people either. Oh my God, dude. This is 9/11 for MAGA evangelicals. What the fuck, bro? Dude, 9/11, okay? 9/11 is, guys, you know what I'm saying? Like 3,000 people died in 9/11 and buildings crumbled, forever affecting, you know, the skyline of New York City. And these guys are like, oh my God, dude, 9/11 for MAGA evangelicals. Like, really? Like, yo, how much do they overplay their hand? Like, give me a fucking break, dude. Like, these people can't be serious. Dude, what the fuck? Deport this man. Dude, they are mad. Oh, they are mad, dude. Dude, what's up with this fucking dome, bro? Dude, what is up with this dome? Oh, shit. Straight pride worldwide. What fucking idiots. Oh, my God. All right, you ready? Dude, MAGA is like, these guys are mental. I'm sorry. But if you spend that much time obsessed with transgender genitalia, you're fucking mental. You know what I mean? You are. You are fucking mental. It's just like, dude, transgender people don't even spend that much time like focused on their genitalia. It's like serious. Nobody's spending that much time on this shit. All right, let's look at this last thing though, guys, because this was something I saw. This was an article I saw on, you know, like some news. I don't know what the accurate is of this, but how accurate this is, we may be venturing into Hindustan Times territory. We're definitely in New York Post territory. And you are right, Brother Party. Nobody thinks about dick more than MAGA does. Nobody. There's nobody thinks about dick more than MAGA men think about dick. That is accurate. That is 100% accurate. But this may be Hindustan Times, but guys, this is actually kind of fitting. When I saw this, I thought, that tracks. And I'm going to look into it and see if I can verify this. But here we go. It says Barron Trump remains out of the spotlight, living a largely private life, and this holds true even at family gatherings at Mar-a-Lago. Now, we do know that Barron has been largely like absent from public view. Okay, he has. He's been really like, you know, under wraps. Okay, and President Trump's 20-year-old son, blah blah blah. So when the president, first lady, and his son spent the winter holidays at Mar-a-Lago, right, Barron was spotted in the background of footage captured by other members at the private Palm Beach club at Mar-a-Lago. Barron wasn't included in official photographs taken by news services Getty and the AP. So they had him not in the official photographs, right? Melania is protective of her son, keeps tabs on him. She wasn't pleased after Barron appeared in videos shared on Instagram from when he was at Mar-a-Lago the day after Christmas. According to Atlanta Black Star, sources indicate Melania was furious when her son's privacy was violated. Leaked videos of Barron Trump and Mar-a-Lago, okay, when, dude, what the fuck? This is like AI written. Dude. Barron is Epstein's son? It may well be. Okay, here we go. So, unwritten rule, don't bother Barron, okay? This looks like it'll be better sourced. So I think this is interesting, guys. Yeah, the People article is way better. This is super interesting because the fact that Melania, so Getty normally just captures everybody, okay? They do. They capture everybody. But the fact that Getty and the AP are at Mar-a-Lago and Barron is not in any of those photos means that Melania is making a concerted effort to keep Barron out of these photos, making sure that he doesn't appear. Okay, while multiple sources familiar with the holiday events deny online rumors that Mar-a-Lago threatened to revoke the membership of guests who took photos of Barron over the holidays, insiders tell People there's an unspoken rule about how to treat the most private member of the first family, which is Barron Trump. It's very understood that guests don't bother Barron or anyone around him, okay? As for this year, though, widely shared footage of Barron arriving with his parents for Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner and standing beside his parents while they dance on New Year's didn't seem to cause any drama, okay? Melania definitely protects her son against anyone taking videos or shots of him that would put him at a disadvantage or this one, portray him in a bad way. Okay, a political source tells People she would put her foot down if necessary, but nothing stressful like that has happened. But I'm telling you guys, hold on. I saw a report that identified two particular fucking members, okay? And it was this one. Let me find it. I literally just read it earlier. Oh, I know how to find it. Here it is. There it is. Here it is. This is the one I saw, guys, earlier today. She talked about specific women, okay? She talked about specific women. Okay, and it was Barron. Here's what it was. It was cell phone footage of Barron trailing his father through the Mar-a-Lago dining room during the 2025 Christmas party. Was circulated online after club members posted the clips to social media. The footage showed a 19-year-old who very clearly did not want to be filmed. He was quiet. He was reserved, wearing his usual blue suit. He didn't smile or interact much. He was not captured in the Getty or AP photos. And then someone decided the unofficial version was worth sharing anyway. Okay? That was the decision, it says, that Melania Trump found unacceptable. The response that followed, reported by British gossip columnist Rob Shooter on his Naughty But Nice Substack was a message delivered. It was okay. So it was reported by a British gossip columnist on the Naughty But Nice. Okay. But so here's what it was: is Valerie Sokolova, a Russian model with 635 Instagram followers, and Abla Sophie, a Moroccan stylist with almost 1 million Instagram followers. Okay. They were the ones who caught these videos. All right. And right. So they like had him and they posted this shit to their feed. A source told Shooter that Melania Trump was furious with the video leaks and she threatened to revoke the memberships. She made it very clear that his privacy is non-negotiable. And if you guys are caught filming or taking pictures, we're going to ban you from the fucking club. Okay. And then somebody said that there is an unofficial rule about interacting with Barron, that you're just not supposed to bother him. You're not supposed to like talk to him or photograph him, or like you sort of treat him like, you know, he's off limits. And so the leak, though, what was crazy was it wasn't like they were capturing him doing anything. He was just solemnly following his father through the dining room. He was quiet, reserved, and just not really saying anything. Okay. But Melania flipped out because she was like, how dare you film my son? And without him like knowing about it. Like she is like ultra like protective of this shit, which is pretty crazy. I mean, I get it, but like, dude, he's an adult now. And so that to me, I mean, I get it when they're kids, but like the fact that he's an adult just seems like weird. Okay. It does. It seems weird, but you know, what in the Justin Trudeau could it possibly be? Some find it reasonable. Others find it excessive for a 19-year-old who's on the political stages of his own accord. All right. And Melania told Maria Bartiromo, you need to be there for a child nonstop, especially when they need you, especially at that age that Barron is. And that he understands politics. He gives advice to his father, but you know, him being in public is like a no-go. All right. Melania was reportedly furious when Eric Trump discussed a private moment between Barron and Joe Biden at the inauguration, and sources claim she told Eric to shut his mouth, and she made it plain that she wants him not discussing Barron ever. Like, dude, oh shit. Right? Not please be careful, not dial it back, but shut your mouth, Eric. Oh, that's crazy. I know, dude. No 19-year-old understands politics. I mean, I think that's fair to say, but I don't know. I mean, I think maybe he understands how his generation interfaces with politics, right? That he might understand. I know my kid understands a lot more about politics than I would have expected him to. He's 21. They definitely probably understand it better than Trump, dude. Dude, Trump doesn't know shit, bro. You know, I think maybe they don't understand necessarily how, you know, the shit works in Congress and shit like that, but they do have a lot more access to, I mean, my son definitely knows a lot more about politics than, you know, he's had a lot more exposure to it than a lot of, you know, kids did my age. I mean, I got a little bit because we had Collier's encyclopedia with the year in review that was all about politics. So I got a little immersed and, you know, I was always fascinated it. But yeah, that's crazy. So he transferred, I guess he transferred from NYU and moved, you know, to an NYU DC location. So he's left New York and he transferred school to be close to his mom. Okay? That's pretty wild, boss. Right? Pretty wild. Yeah, I mean, it was a big deal though. With her, like when she's threatening to revoke memberships, that is a pretty big deal, guys. I think it sounds like they were filming Trump and Barron was just doing his best Epstein impression. How old is he? He's 19. Barron is 19. So he's well into the adult. He's a little bit older than Kai. But all right, I'm going to go make videos. I'm going to go see if I can talk Jenny into watching a little bit of Hacks. She's probably not. She's probably ready for bed already. But we're going to do the dance party because you guys earned it. And I'm going to go make some videos. I will be seeing you tomorrow. And I'm going to try and figure out a timeline of when I'm going to be streaming during the day. But I am going to start doing like a short day stream as well. It's going to be cool, guys. All right? It's going to be cool. It's not well into adult. Well, but so the thing is, though, Steph, is fully developed brain has nothing to do with being an adult, okay? Because you're an adult at 18, and at 18, you can go to prison for life. You can join the military. You can be drafted if there is a draft. I mean, you are a legal adult at 18. So at 19, you are definitely a legal adult. And I mean, I know people's brains aren't formed, but that doesn't affect the legality of adulthood, you know? And I mean, you can drink at 21. Can you drink? You cannot, but I mean, they do. They all do. I just know that there are 19-year-old, black youth that are being tried and having the book thrown at them for crimes and being put in prison for decades. And if that's going on, the 19-year-old son of the president can buck up and realize that, like, you know what I mean? It's just a fucking a reality, Here you can drink at 18. I know in most places you can drink at 18. You should be able to drink at 18. The 21 drinking is stupid. It's stupid, guys. And nobody waits until they're 21. I mean, I sure as fuck didn't. I didn't know anybody. I don't know one person who waited until they were 21 to drink. I mean, I'm not saying that it's, healthy to be a famous 19-year-old, all right? Because it's not. Being famous is not healthy. Even when you're 25 and you have a fully formed brain, I think being famous in general is very unhealthy. My experience of fame, it's not healthy. And I've known a lot of people that were famous that have died. And, fame is not healthy in general. So I do understand, though. I do. It's got to be hard for the Trump family, though, because, Trump is just a notorious piece of shit. But, I don't know. Fuck them. Dude, their whole family, though, fuck them. Fuck that family. I don't care. I'm not going to be nice to any of them, dude. I'm not. I am not going to be nice to any of them because they are scum of the earth. All right? I know. Maybe call me an asshole. All right? But fuck that family, bro. Dude, I just don't like them. I don't like them, dude. I don't like them. Down with all of them. Jail cell for all of them. All right, you ready? Let's go. I'll probably go to hell for that, but, most of you guys looked overage without being 21. Yeah, dude. You know what's so funny? You ready for this? So Bryce told me when he got to New York, nobody carded. All right? He got to New York. He's 21 now, but he was only 20 when he got there. But he said in New York City, none of the liquor stores ever carded them. Like, they got to New York and just started buying alcohol. Like, no problem. Nobody in New York carded them at all. Not once. Isn't that funny? And he was like sending me photos from bars and shit. He was like, his girlfriend has a sibling who goes to Columbia, so they were going to like Columbia bars and like bars by Columbia. Dude, he's like, guess where I am, Dad? Oh, it's funny. It's funny, dude. Here, they're a little, they're pretty severe about it in Oregon. We have like the alcohol, the Liquor Control Commission, the Liquor Gestapo, but not in New York City. All right, but dude, I had a fake ID. Okay, I got a fake ID, and my fake ID was like, it was like real, meaning I got a birth certificate in, this was in the 80s, but I got a birth certificate and I went to the DMV and I took a photo and I got a legal ID card that had my name and address on it with some other dude's name. Like I bought a fake birth certificate or a birth certificate of somebody who had passed or something. I don't know what I bought, but I had an actual ID that was legit. So I do have an alias out there. Shh. Shh. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Oh shit. If they looked hard enough, if they searched AI DMV search, they'd find it. I have an alias. Don't tell anyone. I'm not going to tell you the name though. I'm going to wait until I run for something and they unveil it. They try to sink me like Graham Plattner. Dude, OC, Deja Vu, background singers, I love you. Let's go. Dude, thank you. Dude, I'm telling you, if I ever run for office, dude, it's going to be like Graham Plattner times 50. Because, bro, I've done some shit. So I don't even know if I ever can. But if I do, it's going to be like, they're going to have so much shit to try and ruin me with. Like, you have no idea. My Twitter alone would probably have me fucking, like, I used it to vote illegally. I did not. I did not use it to vote illegally because the voting age is 18, boss. Right? So I would not vote with a, oh, you say to vote twice? No, I'm not voting twice. Are you ready? Let's get it. Let's get this dance party. You guys you're trying to keep me on the horn. Jenny. Oh, yes, we can do a little hacks. I love it. Oh, shit. I think Jenny and I are going to get to hang out for a minute. I'm 19 years sober, though, now, guys. I'm a good guy now. I'm sober. Are you ready? I'm so sober like Cordoba. Let's go. Let's get it. Thank you, guys. Let's fucking cut a rug, baby. Come on.
But I've known, been here before.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for fucking hanging out. Thank you for going through this crazy shit with me. I will see you tomorrow. In the meantime, stay radiant. Good night.
I just want to change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't want to hang around. I'd rather be found. It gets better. I wonder my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down. I'd rather be found. It gets better. I wonder my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. It's about you. I will never be alone.